Not all. I won't say it too loud, but I'm not necessarily all together. All in. There you go. Right, and that's why I'm doing it. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna do another season starting in February, guys. Sounds like my piano.
That might help. Stop on the way to Freak Fest. How many of you are on the way to Freak Fest? Anybody here on the way to Freak Fest? Huh? They'll knock them dead with that, with the peanut butter and jelly. I don't think that's been done before, honestly. I think it's. I've seen pork and beans, but I haven't seen peanut butter. Stop on the way to Freak Fest. How many of you are on the way to Freak Fest? They'll knock them dead with that. Testing. I don't think that's been done before. The Inseparables. From the author of Wise Men. I've seen pork and beans, but I haven't seen peanut butter. Stuart Namner. Tech Talk. Testing. I don't think that's been done. The Inseparables. The Inseparables. From the author of Wise Men. I've seen pork and beans. I like that. Like a spotlight.
Doing the sound clips every night there. They play years, always a nightmare. They're all really nice though. Like the main
Push that bulb up in there.
like see the red.
Push the bulb. Push that. The Inseparables. I don't think that's been done. The Inseparables. This is no way to end a career. Spotlight.
They played years and it's never as
Push my own bulb up.
How's that for accordion keys and monitor?
Well, I can hear it in the house. There's not really
Okay.
anything up here.
You don't?
There's nothing in the monitor.
Okay, I'm gonna ask there a little bit.
That's plenty for me.
Okay. And then you have that's coming to me with reverb on it, correct?
Tis.
Okay.
Tis. Want me to turn it down?
No, that's fine. And then how's your vocals?
Check. Check. Test. 1, 2 sounds good on the house. Check. Test. You probably don't need to put a lot in the monitor, but a little more might Check, check. I guess that's okay. I guess.
Let's try this.
Check, 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 check. Test. 1, 2, check. Test. That's good. Check.
I'm gonna wrap up with some drums. Mike's on some drums.
You got the left hand too?
That's correct. Do you need that up there also, or are you good with your amp?
Chris will need some of that.
Okay.
Chris will need some of everything, he says.
That's probably good.
Banter.
Hey, how's it going? Nice to see you.
What is
Is it
it?
okay?
I love your little witch's hand. I can't see anything because my goddamn lamp is going. Give me a fucking break, will ya? Things are going soon. It's not your hair, it's something's different. You can't say that. Fucking break, will ya? Ever seen that? You haven't seen that? Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? That's an app. That's a good thing. That's an app.
Apparently it didn't work out. I'm never dressing up again. Halloween already gives me so much anxiety. Just no. Heck no. Do I look like someone who would apparently dress my
Thing on you.
never dressing already gives me nope, I will be staying as far away as anxiety. No. Heck no. Do I look like someone who would apparently never dressing up again?
Party. Here. All right. How's everybody? Pretty good? All right. Thanks for here. It's not back again.
Could I hear kicking?
Don't go into the lamp repair business, Tom, if this falls apart. It's a good business.
Michael, do I have your bum machine here? Is this yours? Do you want it back?
Don't go into the lamp repair.
Oh.
Just about him.
Michael, do I have
No,
your
I
bum
just took it out of it because
Is this yours?
it made any difference.
Oh,
By the time
okay.
you sing into it.
Oh.
Do you need any kick in your monitor? Okay, snare?
No, it's fine.
I'm rather glad. Somewhat pleased. Yeah, it's screwed up, man. It was a great lamp before you got to it. Don't take it home. Please don't take it home. Take it home and throw it off to Tallahassee. All right. The Inseparables by Stuart
Any snare?
Nadler
Okay, right off.
is our book today. He'll be on behind of us. We have the the getaway drivers. Gonna entertain you. It's gonna be fun. What was that? have crowd applause? Oh, let's...
It's getting set up as we. Thank you, Tom. A round of applause for Tom Blaine, please.
All right.
What?
And for Aubrey Ralph.
Those of you against Tom Blaine? Against Tom Blaine.
Oh.
Do we have crowd applause? Oh, let's applaud for you and against you.
It's getting set up as we speak.
Saying the most important thing in my career.
A round of applause for Tom Blaine, please.
Okay.
And for Aubrey Ralph.
Straight out of my garage. Those of you against Tom Blaine? Against Tom Blaine. So I hope it still works.
Oh.
You shouldn't have. Let's see, the goal this works. That's great. Well, thank you all for coming. Not usually a few. So
Okay,
it's very
one more
nice to
time.
have you here and thank you, Chuck. So anyhow, that's how it Thank you all for coming. A humorous remark that I seem to be just pulling out of my... So there'll be a pause after that.
That's good.
When the room will be deadly silent. At which time I will say to you, so, what do you know? You should respond as if one person, not much. Okay. Do you want to do something? We can do something now. We don't have... These guys get paid no matter what. We could go down to Freak Fest and just look at it. Probably not really good. Is it going? So, what do you know? Let's try a little more. One person. Do it like you're in a Lutheran circle. Call and response. Okay. You know what I'm talking about? Does a Jew have to tell you how to act in a Lutheran circle? These guys get paid. You realize how ironic that is? We could go down to oh, look at that land. Tom has done really the land business since leaving the show. You know, let's try a little more. Small appliances. Do it like lamps, what have you. Lutheran circle. Call and response. Okay. Isn't that nice? You know what I'm talking about? Does a Jew have to tell you how to act in the Lutheran circle? Tom Blaine. Everybody. Oh, look at that land. Everybody should have a Tom Blaine. And let's welcome Jonathan, small appliances, Greenstein. Joining us, he's not here. There he is. No, you don't have to be right now. I'm just saying we're welcoming Jonathan Greenstein from Tel Aviv. Oh, Tom Blaine. Everybody. Close enough. Tel Aviv, New Jersey. Everybody should have a Tom Blaine. Come on. That's right. Gotta play some saxophone here. All the way from Tel Aviv he came for this. Greenstein. You know why? It's because I'm huge in Tel Aviv. You don't have to be right now. I'm just saying we're welcoming. Not so much in Jerusalem. Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is huge. Bigly huge. Bigly huge.
I was gonna say you should go to
Everybody should have it. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for going to say that and not saying that. You know why? It's because I'm huge. You know why? It's because I'm huge. Okay, that really brought me down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not so much the Greece. Tel Aviv is huge. Tel Aviv is bigly huge. Okay, and so all right, let's try it again now. What do you know? Thank you for going. Shout even good. Make it sound like you really mean it. You know why? It's because why you would mean that. Okay, so really okay. Okay, so all right, let's try it again now. Lyle Anderson is on the phone. What do you know? Lyle Anderson. What about John and Jeff? What are they? John Clever, Jeff Hammond, and of course, Craig on the drums. Say hi, Craig. Who was late on there? Okay, thanks. Change lights for
After
Miss
the
Lee.
struggle that you went through.
Light change for Miss Lee. Different filters for Miss Lee. Back on. Now it's really.
The onion head.
Change lights for Miss Lee. Change lights for Miss Lee. Light change for Miss Lee. Different light change for Miss Lee. Different filters for Miss Lee. All right. So give myself a point. All right. Change lights for Miss Lee. Light change for Miss Lee. Light change for Miss Lee. Different filters for Miss Lee. Different filters for Miss Lee. See, first I was at Cinnamon Express. All right, because I'm going to pick up post office pick up. Boxing, light change, t-shirts, light change, Miss Lee, different filters, Miss Lee. Glad you have the Kickstarter in the first place. Just two inside. See, first I was at Cinnamon Express. All right, because they're eating out of my hand, you know, they just don't know it. Boxing, light change, t-shirts, light change, Miss Lee, different filters, Miss Lee. All right, we're going to start right here. You know, half of Americans say this election is causing them stress, while the other half are causing it. They're eating out of my hand. Go on with it. Well, what do you know?
And now, live from Madison's High Noon Saloon, cold beer, hot music, nothing wrong with that. It's Michael Feldman's Whad'ya Know, brought to you by Boru Keen's Oriental Rugs of Madison. Once you go Bijar, you never go back. Persian BIJAR.com. Tell Albert Michael sent you. And by the Wisconsin Greenhouse Company. Sales, installations, lighting, and repairs for whatever you're growing. Check us out at wisconsingreenhousecompany.com. To my right is John Thulin, keyboards and offhand remarks. By his side, that stand-up guy on stand-up bass, Jeff Hammond. Straight ahead, so to speak, Lyle Anderson, Caroline and phone answerer. And yours truly, most definitely, Stephanie Lee. In this hour, Grandma's sex book has implications for 3 generations of Oliphant women in Stuart Nadler's The Inseparables. And now, the man who notes this is exactly what Nostradamus predicted for the Cubs, Michael Feldman.
Yeah. He did. Nostradamus mentioned the Cubs frequently. He was a big Cubs fan, Nostradamus. Are you pretty good then? Yeah. We got Freak Fest going on here in Madison, even though you probably listen to this when Freak Fest is long past. But it's going on right now, and we have, actually do have a peanut butter and a jelly couple here. That's about as extreme as we've gotten so far. Do you use that same thing every year? You vary it up? Are you sometimes the jelly and you sometimes the peanut butter? Or? You like to mix it up? What other things have you tried over the years to mix it up? Costumes, yes. No, I don't want to know about your personal life. If I don't have one, I don't care what anyone else has. Tuxedo with tie. Formal apologist? Yes. Apology. Okay. Yeah. And what were you yesterday? Dr. Reed Moore. Okay, I'll go back to my material. It's good though. We're on an even par. In all the news that isn't Donald Trump's statements keep breaking new ground. He said if he gets the nuclear football, Hillary should run a slant downfield and look for it. Well, we're going to record that. Let's run that, loop that through. And then Trump said if he loses, he'll click his red shoes together and send in his flying monkeys. Then he said that we should just skip the election altogether and make him king of House Targaryen. It's in Game of Thrones, in case you didn't know the reference. Then it would be House Trump-Gargan, who, of course, already considers the election a Trump accompli, as the French say, and she's looking at inaugural planning, because a gala is a tough thing to throw together. Believe me, I've thrown many a gala, and no one shows up for my galas. It's really embarrassing. They need star power for a gala. Of course, Katy Perry has really earned it. She even voted nude for Hillary in the ultimate Trump taunt. But frankly, Hillary was a little worried about Bill at rehearsals, let's be honest. So she's going with Madonna. Safe bet at this point. Plus, with Madonna, you get the whole Evita thing. Madonna's going to do Hilita for the inaugural Don't Cry For Me, Arkansas. This is showstopper. I'll tell you, believe me, Hillary wishes she would have married Juan Perón. A lot less trouble than Bill Clinton. Can't all marry him, actually, Bill wanted Tila Tequila for the inaugural. Because, for the ball, because she was a huge Trump supporter, and it would be reaching out. Reaching out, Tila Tequila reference, remove from edit. Okay. Tila Tequila, Tila Tequila? Tila Tequila? Sure you do. Backdoored and squirting. Tila Tequila. Yes, you know it. How do you don't know how you know it? All right, that's all right. I'm not here to backdoor you. Anyway, backdoored and squirting, and how can you forget I Fuck the DJ? Tila Tequila, ladies and gentlemen, that one. I can't wait till she does a PBS Fund Drive. It's going to be great. I'm watching that, and I'm contributing for that fund drive. Anyway, in all the non-Tila Tequila news that isn't, AT&T merges with Time Warner. Will be the world's largest provider that will send a guy out between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Your guess is as good as theirs. What do you know? And the Oklahoma murderer on the run are on Facebook Live right now, even as we speak. That's cool. He's got a ton of reviews. Have to kill somebody. China buys Hilton hotels for $6.5 billion just for the salad bars. Sorry, Chinese salad bar reference.
Honestly, I don't even get it.
No, okay. Well, never mind. I'm taking it out. Take it out of take salad bar, Chinese salad bar reference out of the mix. Thank you. Baby monitors crash the internet, but the baby slept right through the night, so it's a trade-off. Okay, chuckle. All right. So the World Series will probably be over by the time you hear this, but what about those Cubs?
I heard the shit before as we walked by. So I don't know if these are not.
Finally, a bunch of players young enough not to know about the curse. That's what the Cubs have been waiting for. So they can start a brand new curse, is what I think.
Welcome.
In other news that isn't yet, Serials, Serial, the podcast. Serials, Adnan Syed gets out of prison for a podcast. I can't even get arrested for podcasts, ladies and gentlemen. Still other news. Chris Christie is like a bridge over toilet water, once again. Ooh, residual lines. Doing good now. Keep it up, Mike. Keep it up, Mike. The Russians cracked Apple's Hello Again event and released pictures of Tim Cook's casual wear.
China?
Could be a 400-pound guy sitting on his bed. Or as you know.
Is that Joe Pesci?
No, that's Donald Trump talking about.
No, I never had anybody ask. I saw cards from several previous shows, but I never filled out. Well, I actually had them upstairs September 3rd. Yeah. All right, this makes show number 12 for me. Second one here. I have a question for you.
The other one made a text.
Not real spicy. I hate that kind of music too. I want to say that. I think it's fun, like we played at the Inferno a couple times. That was really fun. Like dudes like drag would come in and like weirdos and they'd be like dancing around and stuff. And that was fun. And I hate that music so
Little tiny thing of yours to go with the sweater. Sure. Yes. Four.
we're going out. We're going all out.
Four bloodies now? I'm just gonna make the fourth one.
I don't have to worry about that. I said the nice part about this being at a bar now, we don't have to fight over the Corbell. Well, we have cases of it.
One bottle.
Just for me.
Early on.
In fact, the last show I did, the last Christmas show that we did, Corbell was gone. I never even got it.
Oh, no.
It was I tell you, it just ruined my whole day. It ruined my whole day. I went home and I drank my own Corbell. Yeah, they used to work at the SB. We haven't been there since. Yeah, we were fun. Yeah,
Perhaps about the external deal, I can take it.
Yeah.
Funny, when I worked at Canadian wanted me to cover them up. So I'll just write it. And then I figured like a month in, I would just be a bartender.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like the first one I was like, I don't know what it is. Like,
That's how a lot of people like that. That's how a lot of people. You gotta stand up to him right away.
I bet he likes black leather and mittens.
I don't like that race out. Little pressure. Collection, he should be
Talked
on.
about it on that.
Oh yeah, definitely. And NASCAR too. NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Yeah, they were playing there for 30 years. I hadn't heard about NASCAR. But he and I really are at odds. I mean, we rarely talk to each other about Polka. He hides.
Wait, does he?
I yelled at
Oh, he
him.
watches you on camera, make sure
Yeah,
He's so crazy. Why?
he actually did yell at me at the end of the meeting. He said, by the way, that bartender poured that drink the way that bartender was supposed to pour that drink. And this was a drink that I had the day. And I told him to fill it up. I said, I'll pay for it, fill it up. And he yelled at me at the end of the night. He yelled at me and said, that bartender poured that drink the way it was supposed to. I've offered to pay for it, you know. Ever since.
Oh, Christmas tree. Where'd you buy this Christmas tree?
The alternate lyrics.
J.H.
Thank you, Mike.
Oh, you're a sir.
Appreciate it. I want to do it slow as Terry. Fast either.
Thank you very much. Now for your dancing entertainment. On the drums, the kinky drummer himself, Clyde Stubblefield. Blues? Straight ahead. You don't care. You sound fine.
Hey guys.
Hey. Hey, Stephanie. Well, that's what Clyde did when he came in.
What, did we start yet? No.
Yeah, right here.
It's too early for that.
That's young. I'm 63, so, you know.
Do you have a seat? If you want, you can sit down. Yeah. Oh, you didn't know? I did bust a hole, which I'm kind of bummed about. I'll see if I can like sew them back together. 'Cause these are
You said you've been having a cold for the last 3 weeks. Trying to get rid of
no, actually, it's my throat. I just like jam my foot in. Like aggressive. No. It's yeah. It's not a big deal. I'm actually really happy. Yeah, I like right there.
Yeah. It's a pretty comfortable chair that you
it up. Then we'll see if it matters.
Is this yours? Oh, okay.
Testing. Oh. Did you ever listen to two engineers talk? There's no worse place to eavesdrop than when two, like these engineers types are talking. Can't understand a word they're saying, so how can you eavesdrop on what they're saying? Coaxial, JX, Y, Z, overdrive to the transip on pot 1. I don't know. Doesn't pay to listen to them. All right, well, just gonna. Oh, here's hi, welcome, Merry Christmas. There, I said it. I'm glad. No war on Christmas here, ladies and gentlemen.
You got a whore on Christmas.
What? What?
John.
You think because it's a podcast you can say anything, don't you? Why didn't you say that on air? That would have been great. War on Christmas. What a beautiful thought. There's a movie in that. Yeah, or maybe Kanye could write that song. Kanye. Let's see here. Okay, that's. Hi, welcome, and this is, actually our holiday show isn't until the second hour, which is next week. So that's when the potluck technically happens, but because right now you're having the potluck a week before it's ready. But it's podcasting. It's a stretch of the imagination. Anyway, so hi, welcome, and this is our annual holiday, What Do You Know holiday show. A little bit different this year from the High Noon Saloon, where the drinking already had begun before the party. That's a nice touch. That loosens things up a bit. Stephanie Lee, ladies and gentlemen, over here on my left. Show them your holiday dress. Stephanie Lee, most definitely step into the spotlight. Yes. No, look, give it the whole. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Stephanie Lee, ladies and gentlemen. Most definitely. Let's see what you're wearing, Clyde. No, you can stay there. You don't have to get it. Do you want another meatball or something? Yeah, what's that? Okay, good. We're fine. We're doing good. Clyde Stubblefield here joining us on the drums intermittently. And joining us intermittently on the bass, Jeff over here, don't you? Jeff Hammond. And Tunins. Huh? I fired you? I didn't fire you, Clyde. They fired me. That's a big difference. They must have mistook me for you, because they fired me. Anyhow, now you made me feel bad, Clyde. It's the spirit of the season. Good to see you, Clyde, brother. Yes. Okay, fist bump. I don't think we do fist bumps anymore, but that's cool. How's everybody? Pretty good then? Great to see you. Thank you for coming out here. We're going to have a great couple of shows here for you. It's going to get rowdy and out of excuse me. How many of you can drink one of these without sticking these things in your eyes about 6 times per drink? Anyone here? Why do they do that? That is, do you sip? Who sips a drink? Would you applaud if you sip your drink? Just applaud. Okay. All right. Would you want my straws then? Because I'm just poking myself in the lenses here. Thank God I wear glasses. Glasses only come in handy when you're drinking, because then it doesn't go into your eye. It just goes into your glasses. John Thulin. Thulin. You know that in Wild Strawberries, which I watched the other night, and I was watching the credits afterwards, the Ingmar Bergman film, there is a John Thulin in it.
Is it really?
Yes, Thulin, because it's Swedish.
Yeah, it's a Swedish.
Yeah, they're all in those movies. You can find,
There's an actress Ingrid, too. Ingrid Thulin.
Ingrid Thulin, probably the same Thulin. Have you gone back to the homeland?
No.
Why am I talking to you like you're an immigrant just off the boat? It's just off the Lefse, the SS Lefse.
Well, that's Norwegian.
You don't eat Lefse?
No.
What do you guys eat then?
I don't know.
Swedish meatballs.
Meatballs, I guess.
What makes a meatball Swedish?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I don't know
why.
why I'm doing this. This is not your problem.
Ask
This is-
Marcy. She brought Swedish meatballs.
They are delicious. Marcy. They're wonderful Italian Swedish meatballs.
Round of applause for the meatballs.
Yeah, oh, they are great. Okay. If you could find your way up to sitting in some of the front seats, I only say this because otherwise I'm working to empty seats here, and it has a psychological effect.
Well, we'll just take the chairs out of there then.
No, we're taking the chairs out of here for hour 2, because that will then be the dance floor. See, I've got this all planned out, and you're ruining everything. First, you're eating the food, and the food's not ready till the next week. And now you're sitting back there, and I need you up here. So if you could find, I'm just saying, you certainly don't have to. This is like teaching all over again. I really hate this. This is why I quit teaching, ladies and gentlemen. Got the same, just sitting there, like if you sit there like this, then you're not really there, and he's not talking to you. I am talking to you. And where is that paper? 6 pages. Now it's 8.
Dog ate it.
Okay, I was an English teacher. I've missed your rim shots. I really have. I think what I do requires a certain amount of rim shots. Huh? Did you do that to James Brown? I don't think so. I'm sorry?
He haven't been here for a while.
He haven't been here for a while. Okay, English teacher, and I got to deal with this kind of class. All right. So anyhow, if you could just move down. It won't kill you. Bring your drink with you. If you're eating something, just put it in your lap. This is Wisconsin. We can do all that. You can manage all that. You're eating something in your lap and holding a drink. What's the problem? Put the drink under your arm if you have to for a while, and you'll be fine. Thank you. Thank you very much. And then Stephanie Lee, ladies and gentlemen, most definitely. All right, that gets a good response.
Thanks, Michael.
And then Pete. Pete's here too.
Oh.
Say hello, Pete. No, say hello to Pete. Yeah. It was really hello, comma, Pete.
Hi.
But it's nice you said hello too. Oh, Michael Phillips is on the phone already? Okay. All right.
Where's Lyle Anderson?
Lyle is with has a cold or something today, so he's now. This is his first holiday party he's ever missed. He usually dances to the polka.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna miss that.
On his hands.
Are we talking about the same Lyle
I think so,
Anderson?
yeah.
Lyle Anderson.
A couple drinks in him, and you never know what he might do.
Okay. Hey, hi, honey. How are you? My daughter Nora, ladies and gentlemen.
Nora.
And Segev, ladies and gentlemen. All the way from Yisroel, from Israel here. He's here to collect for the Israel Fund. So whatever you can give. They're planting trees in Israel, ladies and gentlemen. So that's where those sticks came from, actually, was from a tree in Israel that was planted just a few years ago. They harvest them pretty quick. Are you going to sit there the entire show and do that to me? Okay, well, nothing unusual then. So we're going to begin in just a minute here, and our first guest in his first hour here is Michael Phillips. He's the movie critic from the Chicago Tribune, widely regarded as the most Michael Phillips of all critics. And he's very good. He's very good. So we'll talk about some of these films out now, and some of the best and worst, and some of the Christmas films, and some of the other films. So that'll be good. Okay. Then, in the second hour, we'll have the potluck.
Oh, slow down.
Did you get something to eat? Because if you didn't, you're not going to.
I had a bagel.
What?
I had a bagel.
Go. You want to go?
No,
okay,
I'm good, really.
We don't have to, it's not the radio. We don't have to start exactly
No,
12.
Thank you.
00.
Jeff's got a gig. He needs to go.
What? You got a gig?
Later.
Is there something going on between you two guys? You're not a little arguing? Okay. Come on, it's the holidays.
Always good.
Oh, Michael?
Yes.
Before we get started, can I just take a moment to thank all of our volunteers who came out despite all of the cold and the snow. You all are awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes, take some extra guacamole, all our volunteers. I made that myself, and I want you to have it. Take some home with you. Just scoop out a bunch. I made a lot of it.
Well, we should probably do a round of applause for the audience, too, because they also came out to
Yes,
see
round of
us.
applause for the audience.
Give yourselves a hand.
They love to applaud themselves, audiences. Because, you don't always get a chance if you're in an audience to applaud being in the audience. Because you're expected to applaud everyone else. Why not yourself? What?
You all right? Yeah.
What did you say about that horror on Christmas? What was that? That was so, I want to write it down.
Yeah, write that down. Because you'll never use it again.
All right, so we're going to start just momentarily here. I'm going to begin the show with something that should be a joke. I know. And then there'll be just a brief look of perplexitude, if that is the actual word for the noun form of being perplexed. Dylan says to remember that this podcast will air in 2017.
Whoa.
All right, so all your references during this show, please make them next year's references. All right. It's very important. Next hour, you can revert back to old references. But this hour, we're talking totally all the cool 2017 things that are happening. So anything Nintendo or, like that. Okay? Cool? Are you down with that? Anyone not? Okay. Clyde? Do you need a drink? Do you have a drink?
Oh,
You want? No, not did you have a drink. Do you want? I'd say you're right about that. You don't need a drink. What? Yeah, Adam, just admit. The funky drummer, Clyde Sofield, just put that in there. Put it in anywhere. Stick it in randomly during the show. Just say,
just blurt out.
and the funky drummer, Clyde Stubblefield. So that'll be good. Because, I invited him, but I didn't know if he'd come. All righty. Yes, sirree. Those of you celebrating the Festival of Lights, happy Hanukkah. All right. I like to use the ch. You may have noticed, because, it separates the Jews from the Gentiles. I like that. Almost impossible for someone who's not, I prefer, let's say, a Lutheran, to say happy Hanukkah. If you want to test if someone is Lutheran or Jewish, ask them to say happy Hanukkah. They'll say k. They'll say happy Hanukkah. Lutheran. Oy vey is right. See the way that sounded? That was inauthentic. It should be oy vey, oy vey, oy vey, oy vey's beer, boys, me, vey. Okay. All right. No, we're good here.
We're good.
But then, on these holidays, we are all as one. We'll be this one right here. It'll be you. What is your name? Jim. We're all as Jim. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim. Come on, we're all as one. We are all as Jim. Thank you for that. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim. What?
I'm ready.
What did you say about Christmas? Something about a what on Christmas? Hey, Dylan, nice to see you there. Thanks for that warning about which year we're in. It was useless, but it was. Thank you. I thank you for it. I'm a great believer in the useless. You may have noticed. All right. So, and then second hour next. See, it's confusing. because second hour is this week, and that's the potluck, and that's Steve Meisner is here. Woo! Polka sounds. Make a polka sound. Okay. All right, so then we're pretty good to go, are we? All right. I should have drank a little more. What are all these? And these are engineering notes. Look at this. HRFOH, DS sub 8. Say that to me. What? Do you need that? Then why leave it lying around, Mr. Engineer? Mr. Aubrey Engineer? You really needed that? Well, you can't leave it on the host's sacred desk. All right, so, okay. All right, let's just start here anytime here, because otherwise we'll never get through this. Time for 2017 coming up here. Okay, are we ready? Everybody okay?
Yeah.
Yes? Clyde, you okay? I'm okay. You can sit there the whole show? Okay. All right, there you go. Well, you know, they're having such a hard time finding performers for the Trump inaugural that Team Trump has been offering ambassadorships, this is true, to singers willing to show up at the inaugural. Mitt Romney says he will play the auto harp in exchange for Monaco. Hope you heard about Princess Grace. She's not still there. Well, what do you know?
Not much.
Oh, very nice.
And now, live from Madison, Wisconsin's High Noon Saloon, cold beer, hot music, nothing wrong with that. It's Michael Feldman's What Do You Know? Brought to you by Borukim's Oriental Rugs of Madison. Once you go Bijar, you never go back. Persian, BIJAR.com. Tell Albert Michael sent ya. And by the Wisconsin Greenhouse Company. Sales, installations, lighting, and repairs for anything you're growing. Check them out at wisconsingreenhousecompany.com. Today we welcome award-winning film critic for the Chicago Tribune, Michael Phillips. To my right is John Thulin, keyboards and offhand remarks. By his side, that stand-up guy on stand-up bass, Jeff Hammond, and the funky drummer himself, Clyde Stubblefield. Straight ahead, so to speak, Lyle Anderson, Carol Unner, and phone answer, and myself, most definitely, Stephanie Lee. And now, the man who says he will dress Melania if no one else will, he and TJ Maxx, Michael Feldman. TJ Maxx. Melania, I think, would feel right at home at TJ Maxx. And don't kid yourself, they have label clothing there. They all have labels on them. I've been there. They all have a label on them. Some of them are high end. Well, but they can fit anybody. Okay. How are you all? Merry Christmas. Next week is our big Christmas show. You want to come to that? How are you? Pretty good, Dan? Yeah, this Trump inaugural is a real problem because not a lot of singers or bands were on the Trump side before it all turned out the way it did. So, like for Ted Nugent, for example, they gave him the wrong date. Good. They really don't want Ted Nugent playing at this particular. Anyway, so Kanye really wants it bad, you know. After leaving the psych ward with an IV still in his arm for Trump Tower, just to audition for the inaugural ball. Of course, it's a short distance between the psych ward and Trump Tower. Almost no distance at all. Trump does not really want Kanye for liability reasons. You can imagine why. But he has shown interest in Kim. Kim, of course, is undecided. Part of her wants to do it. Thank you. So that's really starting to help, actually. I think it really punched that line pretty good. Pat Boone, wants to do it in the worst way, but that's what they're afraid of, He's 82 at this point, so April love can slip right through your gnarled fingers is really what we're at now. Okay. Pat Boone jokes always kill. I have found in a career that's been foreshortened by Pat Boone jokes. Let's see now. There's some controversy about the Trump kids sitting on meetings in the Oval Office.
The rule of thumb we always had with our kids was they can come to a meeting if the heads of state bring their kids. Thank you. This is just for you, Stephanie. I want you to know all this is. That's what it's all about.
I appreciate it,
I'm
Michael.
trying to reach you, and I'm glad I accidentally did there. Yeah, kids. Okay. Let's see. Apparently, the Russian hacker who accessed Clinton and the Democratic National Committee, whose handle was Rootin' Tootin', turned out to be Putin. Who would have thunk? How did they miss it? It's easy to miss something like that. Trump says nothing about Russian hacking has turned up on his KGB intelligence briefings, which he prefers to the CIA kind. The CIA kind tend to be factual. He doesn't need intelligence briefings because he's smart. You probably heard that one. Maybe a little confusion over the meanings of the words intelligence and smart. I mean, you can have a smart thermostat, for God's sakes. Anyway, it's all good. The only charge that has a chance to stick on Donald Trump is running a hotel in Washington, D.C. while president of the United States of America. Violates zoning. Okay, look at him on that. But no problem. The lawyers are on it. They're terrific. They should be able to keep it up for the full 8 years or 16, or however wants to stay in. I guess it's up to him. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is a pop star in Moscow if the Trump nesting dolls for sale on every corner are any indication. Just one more Trump joke, and then we're done with this, because it's 2017, isn't it? Is it? Or not? I love podcasting. It'd be anything you want it to be. This could be Narnia. I could be sitting on a unicorn in Narnia now with a lion chasing us, or whatever the lion. I don't know. I didn't read it. Just had to endure it for a while with the kids. Let's see. Nesting dolls. Yeah, nesting dolls joke. I don't see why I did that. It's not going to work anywhere. Trump has decided to let Junior run the businesses into the ground so that down the road he can clean up bigly from all the global bankruptcies, because that's really where he makes his money, on the bankruptcies. So let Junior get there, and then in 16 years when he's done being president. In all the news that isn't Trump. There is no increase in teen pot use in 2016 because, hey, they can't get much more lit. The Caribbean princess is fined $40 million for crisscrossing the Caribbean, leaving a trail of human waste behind. Well, the Love Boat is bound to leave a lot of shit in its wake, ladies and gentlemen. That goes without saying. Trump goons have been going through the Energy Department, seizing anyone who answers the greeting, "Warm enough for you?" Wrong. Pope Francis says fake news is a sin, but everything you hear can't be the gospel. Be up to our elbows in saviors, otherwise. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus, as well. Jesus and Clyde are the two people I thank most. Amazon Drones sends its first package to London. Unfortunately, they used a V2 rocket. And the English aren't having it. They've had that. They've been there, they've done that. That's a reference, World War II reference, and I'll come up afterwards and I'll write it out for you. In San Francisco, pedestrians report being picked up by driverless Ubers, given medical probes, and then released. And the charge goes right on your American Express. It's really no fuss, no muss. Virgin will merge with Alaska Airlines. Needless to say, merger is a first for Virgin. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it doesn't help. Okay, don't think about it. And finally, and I mean that, the end of global warming can't come soon enough for water-treading Santa and his reindeer, who, because of melting conditions up in the North Pole, have been forced to go with Amazon Prime this Christmas. That's all the news that isn't. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. And anyone here celebrating? What about Festivus? Anyone here celebrates Festivus?
Festivus
No?
for the rest of us.
Oh, you do celebrate it?
Oh, I would like to, but...
Well, you got to get a pole or something,
yeah.
don't you?
Feats of strength.
Pole and a piece of string. Okay, just another
Feats-
thing that's sung.
Feats of strength.
And a piece of strength. A pole and a piece of strength. Oh, feats of strength. You're a Seinfeld fan.
I am a Seinfeld fan. I appreciated the Festivus poll drawing that you gave all of us.
Yes. On the rundown. You know, you and I are doing great today.
Oh, good.
I mean, just between us.
Uh-huh.
Too bad it doesn't translate. Michael Phillips is probably the most read the most film critic and referred to them. I mean, if you say Michael Phillips says it's good, you're going to go see that movie. He's on the Chicago Tribune. Joining us right now on the line, Michael Phillips, film critic extraordinaire. Michael, are you there?
Yes, I am.
There he is! Michael! Through the wonders of the telephone.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey,
How are
how
you?
you doing, man?
Good. How's your holiday season going so far?
It's good. I mean, we're actually spending kind of the first half of a holiday get-together with some family in from out of town, but
that's too
Michael,
bad.
emotionally, you mean way more to me than my family, so here I am.
I know. I feel the same way about you.
Okay, well, thank you.
Or anyone, really, to tell you the truth. Michael, what I feel bad about is I know that Manchester by the Sea probably is leading your list, isn't it, this year?
No, it's in the top 10,
Top
but
10?
it's near the top,
Because I've been trying to steal it for weeks now.
You mean rip it off on Pirate Bay?
I wouldn't say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
It's actually
got
worth,
a little
Michael,
hungry
I know this is a foreign concept for you, but it's actually worth paying money to see that film, Manchester by the Sea.
Yeah. No, and I intend to.
Well, good.
I intend to.
Well, and I
But no
think you have
time soon.
you have a problem with the other Affleck, right? You think Ben Affleck is not the most versatile actor we have in the country right now?
Ben Affleck always plays Ben Affleck, no matter what he's playing.
Right.
Which is, he's good at it. He's very convincing. I thought, the what was that one, The Accountant?
Yeah.
Him playing an autistic individual was a stretch for Ben Affleck.
Okay. Well, let's leave the diagnoses aside, but I've always found Casey Affleck a more interesting actor in a lot of ways, and not a guy with any vanity in him at all in terms of just kind of serving a character and really dealing with difficult material. And I think Manchester by the Sea is a really weirdly absorbing story. It's not a tragic downer that it feels like medicine to me. The movie's too good, It just.
Well, what does feel like medicine to you then this season?
Oh my God! Let's have a beer and a bump and talk about the worst of 2016, shall we?
That's fine. That's a good place to start for me.
Good Lord! Speaking of the other Affleck, Batman versus Superman? That's the second worst film I saw this year. Did anybody there see Batman versus Superman?
It's on TV already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it on TV already. Terrible. You don't want psychotic, mentally disturbed superheroes, do you? It's like, especially Superman and Batman. What is the problem with them both?
No, we already got one of those running the country. We don't need another. We don't need that in the movies.
I know. Your point is well taken, Michael.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just pure. That's a headache to me. And then I guess the stomachache to go with the headache would have been Suicide Squad. That's the other one that I just attested.
Yeah, I missed that one.
I don't have any big problem with. I mean, God knows we get another superhero movie or a comic book adaptation every 20 minutes, but those are really the low enders for me. And yet, Michael, I have to say, worse than those two.
Yeah.
And I hate to beat up on Adam Sandler, but
Go ahead.
actually I love to beat up on Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
But this thing that came out on Netflix, The Do-Over with David Spade, I'm actually suing for emotional distress.
Yeah.
I think when you see a comedy that kind of painful and unfunny, it makes you think of lawsuits, just for emotional distress. And I think if anybody there saw it and can join me in a class action suit, I would really appreciate it.
Well, Spade and Sandler, that's a can't win combination.
That's bigger than Abbott and Costello, man.
But don't you always feel that Adam Sandler actually could be good in the right movie? I saw him in that one about the comics,
He's
thought
good
that
at
was
funny
excellent.
people,
Funny people. I thought he was excellent. He actually played a guy who was supposed to be a comic and had some problem, a lot of problems and stuff.
Yep.
And he was good.
No, that's right. No, and he's not a talent. He's got talent, and I enjoyed him on Saturday Night Live. He's that twisted Paul Thomas Anderson movie Punch Drunk Love. He's really good. He's in the new Noah Baumbach film, and Baumbach's the guy who's made films I really like. Francis Ha and While We're Young, the thing with Ben Stiller. I mean, he's got real talent, and that's what makes it aggravating. I think when you see somebody just sort of cash it in movie after movie and really not care about the quality. So anyway, those are three of the worst I saw this year.
Does this guy Tom Ford really bug you, or is it just me?
Why?
What is he? He's a dress designer making movies, number one, right? Isn't he?
Yeah. Well.
Not to put too fine a.
I don't want to keep bringing Trump up, but he's a. Let's look at Tom Ford as an entrepreneur and a business person who's actually trying something new, and he's in my view making it succeeding so far. He's made a couple of films I really. One film I really like Tom Ford's made with Colin Firth called The Single Man. This new one, Nocturnal Animals. More uneven, but pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's a visual medium, and the guy came from a visual medium. So I think that's.
So you're saying
I'm basically disregarding your resistance to the guy, Mike.
So you're saying it's between making a dress and making a movie. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'll.
That's what you're saying. That's fine if that's what you're saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I am saying that. But hey, one of my old favorite Hollywood directors, Vincent Minnelli, did everything from American in Paris to The Bad and the Beautiful, everything. And the guy started out designing the windows in Marshall Fields back in the teens and the 20s, back in 1920. The guy turned out to be one of the great directors Hollywood ever put out. So you never know where these talents are going to come from.
I know, that's true. Excuse me, my pen just lost itself. Minnelli though could sew.
He could.
That's
he
it.
could sew. And he was.
I don't think that Tom Ford even does his own sewing. To tell you the truth, he's not a seamster. If that's the male of seamstress, I don't know.
That's right. But hey, do you want to talk about a couple of movies that are just out that did make my top 10 list?
If we have to. Okay, I got some other questions. But go ahead, start there.
No, go ahead. No, it's your show, man. Come on.
Allied. I saw Allied. I can talk about a few that I saw. Allied.
Which
is the worst homage to Casablanca ever made.
Yeah, it's hard not to get those comparisons going when you actually set a movie largely in Casablanca.
Yeah.
It's hard not to kind of like make you think of the movie Casablanca.
Yeah.
If they had just made it.
So it did you too.
If they had set it in a suburb of Casablanca. Casablanca Heights.
Or even in Tunisia.
Tunisia.
It could have been a night in Tunisia then. That would have been cool. It would have been jazzy. Cool.
I didn't think it was terrible.
Horrible.
But you thought it was horrible.
Yeah, it was beyond terrible. It was an abomination of filmmaking. I didn't. I got it on. I ripped it off.
Okay.
You think I'm going to pay for something like this? I mean, this is. Hang on. Come on.
I tell you, you're going to be the only podcast to be busted in by Interpol. I mean, you're going to get shut down.
Well, you notice I'm not on radio anymore. I'm not sure if that's connected at all. I'd like to think not. But the best thing about Allied was best baby actor. You know that baby?
Yeah.
Would turn to the camera and do a take. That was the most amazing baby actor, and I love that baby actor.
Yeah, but they were dangling something, either food or
I don't care what they were dangling. That it's still acting.
Yeah, it is true. It is acting.
So I thought that was very good. Arrival, terrible,
I liked Arrival.
Horrible abomination beyond even Allied, because they thought they were so smart with it. Worst looking aliens ever in a film.
Come on,
Stupid aliens. Just nothing shapes with arms that come out and shoot things when they talk. Stupid.
Well,
Plus Amy Adams. You know what we should hope for if we are ever actually invaded by aliens? That our first line of defense is not Amy Adams.
What are you talking about? Good actress.
God, she drives me nuts.
Michael, one more stupid opinion. I'm driving up there to...
No.
That's
Amy Adams at her best is annoying. She's annoyingly good sometimes, like in that one movie there with the scam thing, American Hustle thing.
American Hustle.
Yeah, she was annoying. She's annoying as Get Out, but it was good. It was appropriate to the part. Everything else, she's just Amy Adams.
No, I don't know. So your main rap
Terrible.
against these actors like Amy Adams and Ben Affleck is that they quote always play themselves. Is that an honest assessment?
I think that's true. Some actors who always play themselves, I like.
Yeah.
Clark Gable, always played Clark Gable. No,
yeah,
I have no problem with that.
It's been a while. He's made
John Wayne. All right, a lot of people. I love John Wayne is cool.
John Wayne, yeah.
Always played John Wayne. Not a bad
Gary
thing.
Cooper, you could say the same about Cooper.
Cooper, had some really good moments.
Yeah, Stewart. You know who really surprised me, and I wasn't. I mean, I was 30, 35 years old before I realized how damn good Jimmy Stewart was as an actor.
Really?
I think it wasn't until I saw Rear Window project on the big screen in a really nice presentation. I thought that guy, not just a movie star, a real actor.
That was a good film for him.
Have you heard about this? That fascinating story just out last month, where people have been writing about James Stewart going to war and really suffering a lot of shell shock from 1942 to 1944. Came back really kind of traumatized, and then he made It's a Wonderful Life, and that is why the scenes where he's breaking down as George Bailey in It's a Wonderful Life seem so realistically painful because he was really a wreck at that point. Fascinating. I mean, it makes you watch the movie in kind of a new light.
That's really amazing.
Stewart is a guy I think where you can say, he made how many dozens of movies over 5-6 decades, and certainly had his sweet spots, had his grooves, but he really dug deep when he needed to for the right part.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I did like is Hell or High Water.
Yeah, me too. Top 10, baby.
Yeah. What a cool film. What a cool.
Yeah.
Who wrote that? Who directed it? Because that was really spot on. David
Mackenzie. So they filmed it in West Texas, and for people who haven't seen it, and it really is. Everybody who sees it seems to like it. It's great. A couple of brothers, West Texas, trying to pull off a series of bank heists to save the family farm, the oil fields, and Jeff Bridges is kind of the wily, just about to retire sheriff who's onto him, but can't quite figure out the next move on how to stop these guys. And it's great cat and mouse stuff. It's got great atmosphere. And Michael, to your point, this guy David Mackenzie, he's not an American. He comes from England, and I wonder if it took an outsider to actually look at that part of the country, which has been filmed constantly.
Yes.
You name it, No Country for Old Men, Giant, There Will Be Blood. I mean, that part of Texas, part of the country, filmed a lot. But man, that whole thing, the script, very good.
Yes, such a sense of place and sense of people in the place. I mean, these guys were, impoverished, kind of like all the jobs were gone, all the hope was, these guys robbed banks because that was something they could do for a living.
Yeah, no, I really felt like that movie actually lived in the real world.
Yeah, it was great.
You don't, when you see a lot of bank robber movies or just, sort of any kind of action thrillers today, they don't really have any foot in the real world. You know? I mean, some of the stuff on my worst list, like London Has Fallen with Gerard Butler. And,
I tried to watch that.
I
had a bad copy of those.
I've never rooted for the terrorists more avidly than with that film.
Yeah. But the only things with Hell or High Water, the guy was too good looking. He was distracting. I didn't like the feelings I was having.
Really?
Yeah, I could not handle them. Who is it?
Fine. That's Captain Kirk in the Star Trek films, Chris Pine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've had
just
feelings
so
for
good.
That's okay. I mean,
it's ridiculous.
It's the early 21st century. You can have feelings for
I'm watching a movie. I want to think, Jesus, this guy is good looking.
Yeah. So
and it's like he's robbing a bank and stuff, and he's doing some things that aren't that cool. But it's all right with me.
Posture. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Okay. Well, those are mine. What are yours?
What's that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the...
Yeah, well, I did there's some that I liked and didn't like. Tell me one that you really like now. Which ones, Alice?
Yeah, I really, just really love this new movie, La La Land. It's a full-on musical by the guy who did Whiplash, a movie I really liked. And it's got Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. Just a very simple story about two people who meet in L.A. and fall in love and can't quite work it out, and you don't quite know if it's going to stick or not. And full-on musical, terrific music. Ryan Gosling, pretty good. Emma Stone, somebody who I've always thought was solid but not amazing. Yeah. Amazing here.
She's amazing.
And
couldn't you see her always on the verge of being amazing? Because she's so close to it in a lot of movies. Emma Stone.
And she is here, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
I thought
really cool. I'm glad to hear
Some
that.
of it's just finding the right material. This guy can write, he can direct. I mean, I just haven't seen a musical on screen in many years that worked this well, and it's also got the added bonus of not being based on a proven Broadway success. You know, I mean, I've seen some of those that I liked, some I didn't. I hated the Les Miserables film version. But like the film version of Chicago, pretty good. But it's just so great to see a completely original, fresh thing. Second best film I saw this year, La La Land. The best, Moonlight. Have you heard about Moonlight?
I think in your column I saw some reference to it.
I think it's playing Madison now. Moonlight is fantastic. It's a film by a fellow named Barry Jenkins, and it's a story about it's a coming of age story about a young boy growing up in contemporary Miami, and it's just wonderful. It's the film I saw this year, Michael, that had the fewest problems and just the most kind of spellbinding quality. Great story, beautifully told, and it really feels like a real filmmaker behind the camera.
I'm not getting a sense of the story here. What is the story though?
Well, I don't want to give too much away, but it's
Go ahead. I'm not going to see it anyway.
This kid, a young African American boy who fears that he might. At the first section of the film, you see him as a very young boy, and he's kind of marginalized and bullied and called a sissy, and he may or may not be gay. He's afraid of what that will mean for his life, sort of at risk in the streets of contemporary Miami. And he's taken in by, of all people, and this sounds wild, but he's taken in and kind of mentored just about how to get through life by his mother's drug dealer. I mean, it's wild. It's a wild setup. But I just haven't seen a movie like this ever, and then you see this guy grow up at three different stages in his life, played by three different actors, and they do it all in 90 minutes. Unbelievable, unbelievable, and it's the best film I've seen this year. Moonlight.
That sounds very. I actually will see it now.
It's really good.
What about this Rogue One business? What is that all about? It's all people talk about is Rogue One. What even is that?
Star Wars. It's a
Star Wars.
What they call a standalone Star Wars movie. So it acts kind of as a prequel to the very first Star Wars film back in '77 in terms of story. But really, it's kind of just a whole new collection of characters trying to prevent the Death Star from blowing up. Even that is too much plot description for what goes on here.
If it's called the Death Star, it's going to blow up.
Death Star. I would have called it something more like, I don't know, anti-life protector or something. I would have found a way to euphemize it a little bit.
Yeah, Death Star. You know what's going to happen. Why telegraph it like that? That's not filmmaking.
It's pretty good for what it is, though. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and this is J.J. Abrams did this one. Is that right?
No, different. This is the new director Gareth Edwards who made. I don't know if you saw that reboot of Godzilla a couple of years ago, which is surprisingly good.
With Jack Black.
No, that's King Kong. No.
Fred Halverson.
No, it doesn't. I don't even remember who was in it. Godzilla was in it. Okay?
Jamie Winters.
What's that?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just going through actors I don't remember. The trouble with, Michael,
Let's talk about who wasn't in it, okay? Amy Adams was not in it, Casey Affleck.
Yeah, okay. What you don't understand is how hard it is for a man my age to talk about movies when you say, it was the guy who was in that one where the wife was making a mop or something, and then...
Yeah.
So that's... If my reviews would read like that, and no one is going to want to read that. You're not there yet.
I mean, if you kind of print them in AARP or something, you might get.
Yeah. What about this Mel Gibson one, Hacksaw Ridge?
Well.
People are saying it's good. I really am. I'm upset.
In a way, it couldn't lose going in because it's a really amazing true story, however falsified, but an amazing piece of true story. And that this is the only conscientious objector. Who ever got the Congressional Medal of Honor for his service in World War II, Desmond Doss, real guy, and he was a CO, he's a medic, and he was, he saved a ton of lives, like 75, 80 lives, guys left for dead during the Battle of Okinawa, on what they called up top of this thing nicknamed Hacksaw Ridge by the U.S. soldiers. And amazing true story. So it's about a pacifist. So basically, you got the most bloodthirsty movie ever made about a pacifist, thanks to Mel Gibson. I mean, just like Passion of the Christ, a movie I got a million problems with because it had like
he dies, doesn't he, in that one?
He dies in that one. This guy lives.
But he comes back in the next one?
But Gibson, I just don't think he's got. In a way, he's kind of like it's the Adam Sandler problem we just talked about. He's got considerable skill, but he's got kind of zero moral compass about how to film violence and how hard to lay into the sadism and the brutality. He's got no limit. He can't. The war footage in this is so graphic. It makes the opening of Saving Private Ryan look like Noel Coward. I mean, it really. There's so much to kind of process and just tune out that it ceases being
enjoyable.
What it should be. It just goes too far. And I think Mel Gibson, just temperamentally as a director, has got that kind of ragey, sadism in him that he does not know how to control.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about what he said to the cops. I mean, he's a kind of a train wreck of a human being. That aside,
Well, with his violence, he just imagines that the victims are all Jews.
Right. Well,
so he's no limits with that.
He's got a Jew problem. No question.
Well, I do too, actually, a different one, but. And this cartoon movie is it Moana?
Moana's pretty good.
Moana, is it pretty good? Is it more cultural stereotypes in cartoons from Disney or what?
No, this was not. No? I would not say this was patronizing. It's not like it was made 50 years ago where you sort of cringe through all the ethnic stereotypes. No, this is actually pretty good.
It's good cringing and bad cringing.
And the guy who did the songs, Lin-Manuel Miranda, is the guy who wrote the score to Hamilton. So the songs have some real zip.
So they're good.
Yeah.
But they don't do the Islanders as kind of
No, it's not. They do a good job. They do. I mean, Disney knows how to make a movie now that doesn't offend large percentages of the population. So
yeah. And this pseudo Harry Potter movie, Fantastic Beasts, he's not even in it.
Beasts. Not bad. Other people liked it a lot less than I did.
Not bad.
I will say it's one of those things though that kind of went in one eye and out the other. I couldn't tell you one plot.
Wow, does that happen to you a lot? That's cool.
What's that?
Does that happen to you a lot with your eyes?
Yeah.
That would be so cool. That's very filmic.
Yeah. I saw too many bad movies, and that's what happened.
Yeah. Well, good. And how are you? Pretty good. Family? Do you have more? I met you. You had one kid when I met you, and now you have more, right?
I got married to a fantastic Chicago Tribune columnist, Heidi Stevens, back in 2013, and she has a daughter 11 and a son 7. So now we all happily coexist with my son who's 16, who spends about half his time with us, and it's a great life on the northwest side of Chicago.
Sounds great. You're blended for the holidays.
What's that?
Blended for the holidays.
Blended for the holidays.
At the Phillips.
Yeah, no, it's been a good life's been great.
Sounds great. And I saw a picture of her, and she is just a beautiful woman. Besides being a great columnist.
Yeah.
So congratulations on all counts, Michael.
Thanks, pal. I appreciate it.
It's great talking to you again. Thank you so much for enduring me.
Let's do it again, man.
Let's do it again, man. Okay.
Okay, Michael.
Sorry you missed the party, but I'm glad. Nice talking to you. Michael Phillips, ladies and gentlemen, from Chicago Tribune, the man people most cite when saying why you should see a movie. I know that for a fact. I have the data on that. Phillips likes it, is a well-heard. You've ever heard someone say that, right? Phillips likes it. Phillips doesn't like it.
Phillips panned it. Phillips panned it.
Panned it.
Yeah.
He doesn't usually pan.
No, he doesn't. He's a little more nuanced than that.
He is. He looks for whatever that is.
Yeah.
Those things there you mentioned. I never had a nuance in my life. I wouldn't know one if I ran into one.
You have.
What? Thank you very much. I say the B in subtle. Did you know that? That's the kind of guy I am. And Jeff, have you seen any family films lately?
Yes.
Here. Take this. This is because he's got a nice family. Here, take that. Talk about family. Because I'm so relieved to be my kids the age they are now, somewhere in their, 20s, 30s. Not to have to go to all these Disney films anymore, because it just drives, it's all you see and it's all you think about. And on TV, you just watch those stupid things with the talking dragon or whatever he is. So tell me what you've seen.
Yes, well,
family.
We're right in the middle of that, and what just got released was a cat movie called 9 Lives, and my 2 sons wanted to see it really bad.
Cat movie, 9 Lives.
Yes,
live action or real cats?
Real people. It has Christopher Walken.
Oh, I love Christopher Walken.
Kevin Spacey. What?
Whoa!
What? And I think Jennifer Garner.
Whoa!
I think so.
Jennifer Garner?
Electra.
And Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier.
And Ben Kingsley.
Stop.
And Charlie
Shut
Chaplin.
up.
I might be off on a few of those. Sometimes I get confused, but the
SFU already.
no, for real. Denzel Washington is in it.
Denzel, no.
Meryl Streep.
Who isn't in this cat movie?
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. I didn't expect that.
Crispin Glover.
Well, that kind
Anyone?
of theory, he's in a lot of. It has to work. Crispin Glover, you got to work. So is it good? Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw most of it. I had to. I had to drive my daughter to
What kind of a father are you?
to a 10 o'clock at night soccer game, so I was all around.
Yes.
But I saw most of it. I saw the beginning and the end.
All right.
And it's good times.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Jeff Hammond, the What Do You Know movie reviewer on children's films. This one involving a cat and every actor in Hollywood. John, seen any good movies lately?
I did see Hell in High Water the other night.
Oh, did you? Isn't that great?
Yeah, I really
It's
enjoyed
a terrific
it.
film.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful and a very,
Yeah.
it's filmed beautifully.
Yeah. You're right, though, about Chris Pine. It's like,
Yeah, you
that's a
too, huh?
good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Really?
I'd love to have him on the show sometime. Chris. Hey, Chris, really enjoyed that last one. You were so good in it.
I think he was more believable in Hell or High Water than the Star Trek one.
Is he in Star Trek? I've never seen him in that. The new Star
Yeah,
Trek.
he's Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk.
I am surprised. I wouldn't have thought Chris Pine would be either of your types.
Well, who do you think would be our types?
I don't know. I hadn't thought of
Who
it
would you
much.
pick for me? Kevin? Have you seen any good movies lately, Stephanie? Bad ones? No movies? You
So
don't go?
I'm really bad at falling asleep during movies. I don't get
mean
to
you do
watch
it
a
or
lot
you-
of films
you do it
because
or
I
you
don't
don't?
finish them. I always fall asleep. For example,
So you're really good at it.
Oh yeah, the last Star Wars movie, I did not see most of it because I fell asleep.
I know how it ends. Death Star explodes.
Oh, I know. I don't. I don't want to give anything away for those who haven't seen it still, but I
No.
woke up during a very important scene where a certain character ceases to exist, and
Which one?
What?
Which one? Chris Pine? Not Chris Pine. Not Chris
Wait a
Pine.
minute.
Tell me it's not Chris Pine.
Is he in Star Wars?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
I
But
don't. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So you saw that, but you didn't know it. You didn't see the
I watched
full-
part of Kubo, and that was really good.
Yeah.
Kubo and the
What?
Two Strings. It's like an animated film.
Kubo with the 2 strings.
Mm-hmm. That was really good, at least the parts that I saw of it.
You're more of a Netflix person, aren't you? Just you
No,
gorge on
not really.
or
I
binge
just-
or
No.
plunge on Netflix, whatever they call it.
Yeah, I mean, occasionally.
Occasionally.
Pete and I don't usually have a lot of time. We did watch The Insider.
Why don't you have a lot of time? What are you doing?
Not watching a lot of films.
That was not the question. Very skillfully evaded. Well, you two are always doing athletic things, aren't you?
Yeah, we just went skiing yesterday.
You went skiing yesterday.
We did.
Well, it's just downhill from here. Once you start going skiing together. Are you a good skier? I bet he is because he's an all-around athlete, right?
Yeah,
So are you
Pete's pretty good at all the things, but
Yeah.
I'm okay. I think I'm pretty decent at skiing.
He's pretty good at all the things.
Oh, not downhill skiing. We were cross-country skiing.
Oh,
What's
okay.
that?
Totally different. Well, nice talking to you anyway.
Yeah.
And holidays, home for the holidays?
Yep, going back to Kentucky.
Yeah,
Mhm.
back to Kentucky.
Yep.
Is Christmas a little different in Kentucky, or how do people celebrate it there?
Same as anywhere else.
Same?
Yeah.
Same baby Jesus, same.
Yeah, maybe more baby Jesuses, actually. Yeah, more
You mean
than.
multiple in the same creche? There's several in the same creche?
That is not what I meant, but.
Quintuplets, I think it was.
Oh, God, quintuplets. That'd be such a good concept for a new sort of Christmas film. Mary! My God! Quints! And you're telling me God is the father of each one of these? Holy religion. We need another testament. The newest testament. So, okay, I'm sorry, you're going to play a song here. Did I mention, ladies and gentlemen, joining us here?
Yeah.
Amazing. It's amazing to see him. It's always amazing to be around him. That's him doing those rim shots the entire show. The funky drummer, Clyde Stubblefield, ladies and gentlemen. drums, the funky drummer Clyde Stubblefield. John Thulin on the piano. Jeff Hammond on the bass. Nice to see the trio back together. When are children too old to be given socks for Hanukkah? I would say any age. I never heard of giving socks for Hanukkah. Who does that? Are you Jewish even? Oh yeah? Oh yeah, you are?
Oh yeah, all the time we do socks and underwear.
Socks and underwear.
Yep, she's the expert at picking them out.
She picks out your socks and your underwear.
Yes, she does.
Can you not, at your age, pick out your own underwear?
Not necessarily that matches.
Matches what?
The tops and bottoms.
Why does it have to match? It's underwear. You don't see it.
Well, I do.
I'll tell you, this is very disturbing on so many levels. First of all, the whole Jewish thing. And in your family, they all gave that's what you got for Hanukkah?
I always felt that I'd get the items anyhow, even if it wasn't a holiday, because it was close. And I always wanted toys.
So you resent this whole thing.
It's a long-seated cycle.
You're passing on this resentful sort of gift-giving of essentials.
Have you ever seen Hanukkah Harry?
I'm sorry?
Hanukkah Harry.
I'm sorry?
In the equivalent to Santa Claus.
No, I never.
Hanukkah Harry.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's an interesting story. I don't know if it's true. I'm going to fact-check it. That could be fake news.
And you always give clothes. You'll grow into it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, you've already grown past it. What do you do then?
Give it to the next one as a hand-me-down.
And your name is?
Barbara.
Barbara, and?
I'm Brent.
Okay. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The spirit of Hanukkah. We wondered about it. There it is. It's socks and underwear. Because they only had 8 days, and they only had one pair of socks and one bottoms. And they didn't match the tops. The Israelites, whoever they were. Those guys who started an industry just by hanging on to their underwear for 8 days. I have a question, but I have a prop and can't ask the question on paper. Emma. And she's right here. Okay. Yes.
What's wrong with this picture?
What is wrong with this picture?
What's wrong with this picture?
Inspiring reform for 150 years, Chicago Sinai Congregation. Please join us in worship Friday, Sabbath, Eve, and Sunday worship. Sunday worship?
There's no Sabbath worship on Saturday.
Are you Jewish?
Not really.
How dare you plague me with these religious questions? Thank you very much for that.
Who else could I ask?
I don't know. What do I should know from this, but we can't have. Of course you can. On Shabbos, you wait till sunset and then you do whatever you want.
Well, I know the story behind this. Okay, this is in Chicago. And
is it a long story or?
No, it's short. And so when the people wanted to build the temple, they wanted to be like other people who go to church on Sunday. So then they had their service on Sunday rather than Saturday.
Well, might as well believe in Jesus. Do the whole thing then. Why not?
Why not?
How reform are they, really?
It's seriously.
Seriously reform.
And then here's the other one.
Okay, the other one. It doesn't. That's looks like a ladybug upside down, caught in a net.
It's a cow on the side of a hotel, but it looks like a ladybug.
Okay, well, it's been great talking with you. We've got to do it again sometime. But let's pick another religion to start with. Yes, let's do Presbyterians. Let's see, one more here. Then let's see, when you're going to run for mayor. What is this about? Why would I run for mayor? Why would anyone run for mayor? Why would they? A thankless task. Who said that? Why not? There's a sort of why not from. Look, the food is all gone. I didn't even get a chance to make a plate. We had a potluck here, and it's not till next week. And now I'm looking back at the potluck table. You're supposed to wait till next week.
Wasn't it last week?
What?
It was last week.
Well, it will be in terms of this will play first, and therefore, but don't confuse me. There's a few pieces of crumbs of what? Tom, did you get something to eat? You did?
I did.
There's a few.
Oh, hi.
I'm glad you got something, Tom. But look at, this is the main table here. There's just some pistachios and some grapes, and my guacamole didn't sell out. I see that.
It's turned all brown now.
What? There's more over there. I saw the desserts and stuff there. I was looking for the meat. Are there any meatballs left? There are? Oh, a bunch of meatballs. Okay. Keep those on. I'll be back. Oh, here it is. Now, this is something you've been waiting for. Jeff, how are you?
Yeah, I'm great. How about you, man? I discovered something. I have these special...
Jeff is holding my bobblehead from the game.
This is one with the goatee. When it wasn't so gray, you couldn't see it. But I've discovered something. The arms on this, I know most of you can't see it, but if you pull the arms way back, it looks like he's pointing the microphone at his butt. And this arm can make him wave it away, going, ah.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Jeff Black. Jeff Black, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad that was visual, and I'm so glad we're on a non-visual medium. Take us home, would you please, gentlemen? It goes something like this.
The Whad'ya Know Podcast is Produced, hosted, and no one else to blamed by Michael Feldman, made possible by Kickstarter and the best audience a guy ever had, and depends in large measure on John Thulin, Jeff Hammond, Tom Blaine, Aubrey Ralph, Lyle Anderson, Dylan Brogan, Sheila Shigley, and yours, most definitely, Stephanie Lee. Watch us grind our sausage live on YouTube at youtube.com/user/whadyatube. Mine a motherload of Whad'ya Know nuggets at whadyaknow.net. Follow Michael on Twitter at myfeldman and slice the finished salami on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play.
Thank you all. Thanks for coming. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Hanukkah. Merry Festivus. Talk to you real soon. Did a great job. We're going to do now is go into our holiday mode. Because who needs food on a holiday? Who needs a holiday potluck
There's a bar right there.
on a holiday? Yes, look it. They give you plenty of food at the bar. They stick it right on your glass. So there'll be plenty. Now what we're going to do here actually is during this, about maybe 15 minutes here, is move the chairs out of here so we have a little dance floor. And so that you're welcome to resituate yourselves at tables, at least leave a little bit of room here in front for the, and I don't know who's going to do that because I don't do that kind of thing. I don't do any heavy lifting. I do catering, however, and all kinds of other things I shouldn't do. So that's it, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes, so we'll get another drink and whatever. Exchange socks and underwear. try and do it every year. Let's try and do it every year. Steve Meisner Polka Band. We're going to roll out the barrel. Oh, yeah, someone's got a polka here. Testing. Say, the only thing that's left now from the potluck is there's eggnog if you want it. So just go up and say, can I have some of that there eggnog? And they'll give it to you. Yeah. No, I'm paying for the eggnog. I'm taking this as a deduction on my taxes. Yeah? You had your nog already?
And your guacamole was excellent.
My what?
Guacamole.
Oh, my guacamole. Yeah, there's still some of the guacamole. Find some creative use for it.
But there's no chips?
I brought chips too, but people use them for not guacamole dishes. I had the scoops. I brought the scoops.
Oh, okay. Someone else brought chips.
Did you see the scoops?
No?
I got 2 bags of scoops.
I just saw a triangle, like the triangle.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I brought the scoops. I brought the Green Bay Packers scoops. Yeah, they were Tostitos, I think. Green Bay Packer official model scoops. All right, they're still okay. They're going to doing desserts and stuff. We're going to be starting the holiday party section of the show, which will air before the Michael Phillips thing. In fact, it'll be airing really right quickly. So reassume a holiday spirit kind of thing. And we're going, and don't forget your nog. Get your nog, and there'll be some, Steve Meisner and the boys will be playing some polka for you. And how many of you actually can polka? Applaud if you can polka. All right, and then how many of you that can polka will polka? Okay, so that's 2 people. So that's worth the effort. I like to feel it was just fine. I would think that, we're not visual at all, so, we're on YouTube, but that's, I would say this would be a good time if you never polkaed in your life to fake it during one of these songs, because you just can't stand still with a polka or a schottisch. How many of you prefer the schottisch to the polka? One schottisch? Okay. Cast call. We are starting in 5, please. Would the cast please assume the Whad'ya Know Podcast stage? Cast call. John, Jeff, Clyde, if you want us to do it. We do have a polka band up here, though, Clyde. So let's give them a chance to do one, then you sit in with the polka band, is what I'm thinking. Anyhow, and Stephanie Lee, most definitely. Whad'ya Know Podcast.
Yeah.
Cast.
Yeah, right. Make sure his arms around you the whole time while you're like sleeping.
Make sure his arms are around the guitar, I've heard.
That was wild.
I don't know where that's coming from.
2 or 3 weeks later.
Who said that? That's kind of a sexy thing to say. I don't know. I hear voices now. And they're not saying anything important.
The kids, oh no.
Okay. Huh? You doing good? No, that's okay. She did? Did she bring that in? No, that's all right. I've had that. That was nice of her to do, though. My wife brought in some of her olive stuff. Olive, what is it? Tapenade. Tapenade.
I got to tap a kidney now.
Oh, yeah. You want to do? Why don't you do that now while you think of it? Yeah.
I won't be up here that long.
Yeah. Right, I think when the we'll let them start with their own drummer. Okay. When the polka band. Okay.
Yeah, we'll play the opening, and then we'll all step down. No,
Yeah,
we'll play
they'll be up in a bit.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down.
And then we'll call you up during one of the polka numbers. Sit in. Okay.
The hokey polka?
What?
Nothing.
Roll out the barrel. Everybody, we'll have a barrel of fun. Everybody, roll out the barrel. We've got this booze on the run. Sing, how's your sister? Sing out a song of good cheer. And the gang's all here. Yeah! Okay, that didn't work either. That's why I try not to be festive. It never works. No paroxysms of delight when I'm being festive. Okay. All right. See Stephanie? Did she leave or something? Was she out? She and
She's
Peter-
having a cigarette in the parking lot.
She and Peter probably doing something athletic.
Joking.
What?
Joking.
You made a plate. Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad. No, that's all right. I don't need to eat. Got my own potluck. It's my own.
I got
luck.
myself a nog, or Pete got me a nog.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was alcohol in it.
No, there isn't. That isn't alcohol. Drink as much as you want.
Thought it tasted funny.
That's the nog.
This is Michael Feldman podcast.
God, it sounds like John. How about your grandfather drinking? Did he tell you something?
You need to be outdoors with a plastic cup to do that.
But no, I don't want to do it either because these are actually my good clothes.
Plus, I have red wine, that appears.
All right. Well, if you have a rundown here, just disregard it.
You ready?
We'll try.
Steve's chomping at the bit. They want to play, so let's get going here.
Steve who?
Steve Meisner, Mr. Meisner.
Oh, is he here? Well, that explains this accordion. It's a Baldoni. Those are the good ones, I'm told. All right, let's start the auction on this Baldoni.
Hello.
It's a
Hello.
Baldoni. It's a
This is
beautiful black and
This is John.
beautiful. I would say those. What are those keys? They look like mother of pearl. Mother of pearl keys on a Baldoni. We'll start the bidding at $1,000. Do I hear $500? $1,000. Oh, he's bidding on his own. Okay, good. All right, so we're gonna do this here pretty soon, and I want you to feel engaged in this now. I didn't send you back there because I don't like you, but we have a dance floor here for the two people who want to dance. Seems like you really gotta try polka. We're in Wisconsin, people. You got a polka. All right, let's see. We'll do this, and then we'll go that, and then we'll go that, and do this.
Thank you.
And then we're gonna do is a big holiday, your big holiday number after the news. So if you got a Christmas song or something. What do you do next? A dunking bird, or what I don't understand what you're doing. Okay, I mean, I assume you prepared it. Usually you have like.
I didn't prepare anything, but we know a million of them.
Why don't you play them all? Why don't you do a medley of every holiday tune ever written? I think that would be good.
disgusting. We'll just do.
You know it's chestnuts roasting on open fire?
Yes.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Okay, you're a little off on it.
Just across nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir. And the sound of underwear being exchanged. Everybody knows. Helps to make our house a home. So it's been said many times, many ways. What's the holiday again?
What? Oh, we can't do that one.
Well done.
All right. How about something from West Side Story? Maria. Okay. Ready? And then this will just flow. You'll see. You'll be surprised. But I expect some people to do some dancing. I know some of you people, even our Jewish couple here, you don't usually associate with polka dancing, but you can do whatever kind of dance you want up here. You can do the black bottom, or the that other one. What? You could, yes, the hora. That's what I meant to say. Hora. I don't know why I said black bottom. You can do the hora too. Polka song, I believe. Okay. Okay, let's start. And well, in all the holiday news, that isn't. Hanukkah will be expanded to 9 days this year because the candle people are really hurting. They're not selling candles. More and more people are going with LED menorahs, as you know. So, and it's important to the state of Israel because Israel's #1 export is Hanukkah candles and Seder plates. So, wrong crowd. Well, what do you know?
And now, live from Madison, Wisconsin's High Noon Saloon, cold beer, hot music, nothing wrong with that. It's Michael Feldman's What Do You Know? Brought to you by Boru Keem's Oriental Rugs of Madison. Once you go Bishar, you never go back. Persian, BIJAR.com. Tell Albert Michael sent ya. And by the Wisconsin Greenhouse Company. Sales, installations, lighting, and repairs for anything you're growing. Check them out at wisconsingreenhouscompany.com. For the annual What Do You Know office party and potluck, we welcome guest band Polka Hall of Famer Steve Meisner and the Polka Knots. To my right is John Thulin, keyboards and offhand remarks. By his side, that stand-up guy on stand-up bass, Jeff Hammond, and the funky drummer himself, Clyde Stubblefield. Straight ahead, so to speak, Lyle Anderson, caroliner and phone answer, and myself, most definitely, Stephanie Lee. And now, the man who says all he wants for Christmas is to find his front teeth, Michael Feldman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, and we're right in the midst, or we're kicking off right now. This is really it for this holiday party here, or holiday office party. Darn it, it's a Christmas party. With Jews. It's just a perfect situation. We have a really good balance, I think, here of various, and some Festivus people are here as well with their poles. The Festivus pole. Do you actually have a pole? Do you ever have a pole?
No, I don't have a Festivus pole.
Yeah. And what do you do with the pole in Festivus?
I don't remember. I think you decorate it with tinsel and then you air your grievances around it.
Ah!
The airing of grievances.
Yeah, that's a very good holiday. And so thank you for joining us here. And I guess the potluck can begin now. So let's just get up there and fix yourself a plate. Okay, make sure you get everything you want here. We'll just give you a second to get over to the table. And we also got the eggnog going, and my thanks here to the High Noon for letting me buy this eggnog from them. And we're having a good time here, pretty much so. And it's all the holiday news that isn't, and in it, many Canadians say they will probably go over the Christmas budget this year, what with Boxing Day and all. And what is Boxing Day anyway? Do you re-gift? What is Boxing Day?
It's my birthday.
Well, there you go. Is that any reason for a holiday? I think it probably is, for your family, but... Plus, who knows how much you're spending up in Canada with the loon going up and down all the time, so... And imperial gallons, what is that? So it's a very, very confusing holiday in Canada. And sorry, no AirPods for under your tree this Christmas, as production of the wireless headphones has again been delayed, leaving headphone jackless just staring at the pretty pixels Apple heads, wondering if there is a Santa Claus. Okay. You can read lips on your iPod, I suppose. The pixels are that good. The display is so good you can actually read lips on your iPhone 7. And what about this nog? I think it up.
It's very
Of all the holiday traditions. The Texas Attorney General is suing Kylene School District for removing quotes from a Charlie Brown Christmas from the holiday display at a middle school, whose principal, a transfer, did not realize that a Charlie Brown Christmas is considered the gospel in Texas. Okay. Traditional Christmassy decorations activists are boycotting Starbucks again, saying the simple red and green cups are too abstract and could be the flag of Italy, so they're very upset about that. But it gets a lot worse at McDonald's, where the holiday cups have a snowman, apparently, graphically mooning the drinker with warmest greetings written over his behind. So naturally, I raced out to get this cup. I got to be honest with you. This is the cup they gave me. It's a snowman with his hands up in the air. Because apparently they'd already removed the offensive cups. So I had to go online and actually tape this one on the cup. This is the warmest greetings, as you can see. It's two gloves overlapping, but it looks, if you draw hands on them, like it is, in fact, mooning someone with warmest greetings over the butt. So this is a collector's item. If you can find one of these, would you send it to me?
Yeah, nice.
You guys see that?
Kind
Okay.
of like your bobblehead.
Yes, sort of like the bobblehead, exactly. Larry the cat, who refused to leave 10 Downing Street with the Camerons, is seen lounging languidly under the tree on Prime Minister May's Christmas cards, and Larry will outlast her as well. Larry the cat, ladies and gentlemen, 10 Downing Street, not leaving. Doesn't care who's in, who's out. Brexit, big deal, still in. Hillary Clinton was more than a little off her game at her holiday party at the Plaza Hotel in New York, what with guests covering their heads like mafiosos being led into court, and security personnel on watch for any semblance of a wiener appearance. That's all she needs now is a wiener appearance at her holiday party. Back when they planned it, it was assumed it would be the holiday party of the season. Didn't quite work out that way. That would be the Trump family event at the Trump Grill in Trump Tower, with Kanye as a singing waiter. I think that was just amazing that he was willing to do that, and not desperation at all. And everyone, of course, at the Kardashian table just staring straight ahead, and Donald just staring at Kim, for that matter. He stared at her so hard some of her outer coating began to melt. That's a holiday party, is what I'm saying. St. Olaf's Lutefisk dinner at Northfield, Minnesota. Remember that?
Yeah.
Good old Northfield, St. Olaf's. Hello, St. Olaf's. They expect to serve 800 pounds of lutefisk at the lutefisk dinner. Because what else would you serve at a lutefisk dinner, really? It's kind of expected. They expect about 400 pounds of that to be sent back by young folks having no idea what they're getting into. They thought lutefisk was a form of greeting. That's oofta. Fortunately, though, any lutefisk leftovers will still be good for the 2017 lutefisk dinner. There's a holiday Pikachu, some of you younger people, if they're here. The holiday Pikachu sports a Santa cap. You've probably seen that already. Has been added to Pokemon Go, and what's more, if you evolve one, you get a Pokemon you can't catch in the wild. Huh? About time? Hear you saying that. Okay. Say for the tactical dudes on your Christmas list, how about the Oakley terrain boots, perfect for your elite warrior? or gunfighter strong, that guy, or old school chevron patches, maybe a versatile Maxpeditions 8x12 pistol case / gun rug. That's handy. Both a pistol case and a gun rug. Or the Arc'teryx assault balaclava fire-resistant head cover. Atop a Camelicious military issue, keeps you hot when you're hot, cold when you're cold, gunfighter shirt. That's for the tactical dudes on your list. Kind of hard to shop for sometimes. You don't know what they're going to like. And finally, this year's biggest seller in gifts you don't want to get, ugly sweater division, is ironically a Festivus handsome sweater. Whoa. Let me say that again. And this year's biggest seller in gifts you don't want to get, ugly sweater division, is ironically a Festivus handsome sweater of the finest cashmere. It's a really good-looking sweater. Yeah. The new benchmark in Festivus, ironic, festive hilarity. That's all the Holiday News 2016. That is, and thank you so much. Oh, wait, there's more.
What?
Yes. A little something I like to call Hanukkah Mas. I don't know if you want to play for this one. You don't have to, Cam. You know, Christmas can be a trying time of the year for interfaith couples. Unless one of you can force the other to convert, it pays to show a little sensitivity towards the other person's traditions, no matter how much pagan mumbo-jumbo they seem to be. Holiday traditions mean a lot to people, particularly people in retail. So if yours is a mixed marriage, by that I mean two different religions, not a marriage between a man and a woman, here are some tips. Number one, remember, neither the Old nor the New Testament records lightning striking a house just because it had a Christmas tree in it. But just in case, ground it. If a Christmas tree gives you problems, just hang little dreidels on it and think of it as a marketplace of ideas. And since there's usually a star on top anyway, so it has 6 points. As to the type of tree, compromise, get a U. Do try to keep in mind that a Jewish spouse coming home to a wreath on the door is subject to cardiac arrest. And then you'll need 2 wreaths on the door. 2, a creche is pretty hard to disguise, even if it call it a lawn ornament, but try it. Put out a couple of deer along with the creche. Maybe a reflecting globe. You might want to follow the example of some town halls that have avoided legal challenges to their creches by putting a cutout of a Jewish pediatrician in with the baby. The miracle then becomes the fact that he makes house calls. Strings of lights around the house are pretty easily explained since you're on the approach to the airport anyway. Just tell your spouse it'll lower your homeowner's insurance. Stockings next to the fireplace won't generally raise the hackles of a Jewish mate unless they're stuffed with rosaries. Hard candy is always nice. Another tip, use support hose. His mother did. Sometimes it occurs to me that no one thinks it's funny as me, but I think it's pretty good. It's not so bad. Don't push your luck and expect your Jewish spouse to get up on the roof to install a plywood Santa and a reindeer. However, Jesus, after all, was the last Jewish carpenter. Jews don't go on roofs. Thank you for that. 4, as for holiday music, why not meet each other halfway with Barbara Streisand doing Little Drummer Boy and the Mormon Tabernacle Choir version of Yentl. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire is also a nice choice because Mel Torme could have been Jewish. A word to the Jewish spouse. They can't make you go to the sing-along Messiah. And since you don't know the words or the tune, a good case can be made for leaving you at home. If you do go, don't worry if everybody gets all worked up. If they light torches, however, worry. And 5, and finally, and I mean that, relax about going over to your spouse's family for your first Christmas. You'll come back, and you'll be a metric wrench set and a pair of sorrel boots richer. Remember, to your non-Jewish spouse, exchanging presents does not mean returning them to the store. Okay. At least not right away. Christmas cards should be in good taste and two-dimensional. They should never say, "One of us wishes you a Merry Christmas," but rather something seasonal such as, "Cold enough for you?" If you are celebrating your first Hanukkah, don't buy scented candles or light beer by mistake. I said Festival of Lights, not Bud Light. Don't worry if at first the significance of the holiday escapes you. The miracle of the oil lasting 8 days in the temple will soon take on new meaning as you try to stretch out the few dollars left in your account after celebrating both holidays. Thank you very much. Hanukkah Mas for 2016. That was nice because I hate it when they jazz up traditional Christmas tunes. So that was nice.
That's good. That's okay to do it with that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you were jazzing it up, were you?
No, not
That's
at
pretty
all.
much straightforward
But
rendition
straightforward.
of Santa Claus Coming to Town.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Silent Night. You wouldn't jazz that up if you played it. You like a jazzy Silent Night? A little more up-tempo. A little up-tempo.
We'd never do that. No.
Huh? Okay. All right. Well,
We have some other musicians here, though, too.
Yes, we do. And I was just about to say we're having this great party here. And how's the food? What about those meatballs? Marcy made the meatballs. Marcy, come on up here, Marcy. Marcy is going to come up here and explain her meatballs. They've been called Swedish, they've been called Italian. She's been called Marcy. We're going to find out because, what do you bring to a potluck? I mean, it's the age-old question, isn't it? What did you bring, Stephanie?
I was not fully prepared for the potluck.
Okay,
today,
never mind,
so-
wrong person. John, what did you bring for the potluck?
I forgot.
Okay, Jeff, what did you bring for the potluck?
I brought my wife Julie.
You brought Julie. Julie is a wonderful thing to have at any potluck. I'll tell you. I love seeing her around. It makes everything just go better and digestible. And but Marcy she took this seriously, ladies and gentlemen.
I did.
Bring a dish. It means something to you, doesn't it, Marcy?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, come up here a little so we can hear you. Marcy.
Okay.
Yeah. Bring a dish. Some people think bring a dish doesn't mean them.
No, it does.
Right?
Yeah.
Why is that, Marcy? What is your thinking about that?
Well, I am pretty much always thinking about food, so
Yeah.
if I have an
What do you think about it when you think about it?
How delicious it is.
Yeah. And good for you. A lot of it is.
Some, yeah.
A lot of it is good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Did you grow up in a family where there was a lot of cooking going on? Did
Yeah.
you take place? Did you share in the cooking and
I did.
preparation of meals?
Yeah, I'm actually, I have a client, I'm a personal chef. as
Come a
well
little bit
as-
closer, okay?
Yeah.
Yes. You have a client, yes?
I do, and I cook, that's a little side job. I cook all their meals
You're a personal chef?
on the side.
I wish I would have known that about you earlier.
Well, there you go. I
Yes.
have a lot of mysteries.
I wish I would have met you first, is what I'm saying, I guess, in my own way.
Well, there
Yeah. And where did you grow up?
Twin Lakes, Wisconsin.
Twin Lakes.
Which is on the border between like Richmond, Illinois, and Wisconsin.
Yeah, but it's still Wisconsin.
It is.
Is one of the lakes in Illinois?
Yes, part of it.
Oh, that's kind of disturbing.
The
isn't it?
lower end of it is.
Couldn't they put the boundary around it? You know, Chicago was supposed to be ours. Not that we wanted it, but they took that away from us.
No.
Yeah, they took away Minneapolis, St. Paul. Too. That whole thing was all ours.
Well, and the UP too.
And the UP.
That's just wrong.
It's just wrong. So let's not go there. There's so much to be thankful for as well, because they did take Chicago. That's a good thing.
Well, I like Chicago, though.
I know I like Chicago too, but I don't want it part of our state.
Well,
We got enough problems. Except
don't
with the
we?
Cubs now, it'd be nice to have something
exactly.
like that, given the Packers season,
I agree.
so forth. And was your mother a good cook?
Not particularly.
No, she was bad.
No, she just didn't like it.
She didn't like to cook.
My grandfather cooked.
Your grandfather did.
And I learned to cook from my grandpa when I was a little kid. I grew up next door to them,
Yeah.
and I've kind of done it all my life.
Yeah. Was he a professional cook or a
He
chef?
was, no, not professional.
Was he your grandfather?
He was very much my grandfather.
Yes.
But
Are we talking Italian family here? Or?
no, Hungarian.
Hungarian, interesting.
So yeah.
So a lot of paprika and everything.
A lot of paprika.
Yeah. Do you still cook with a lot of paprika?
I do.
Yeah. It's a very versatile.
It's a very good
drug.
spice. People here don't understand it. They
No.
think it's just for color, but good paprika has a lot of flavor.
No, and it's also a bit of a spice.
Very much so.
Very much so. Do you do a goulash? Do you do a mean goulash?
I do a goulash.
What is special about your goulash? Marcy?
I use pork instead of beef.
Ah, that's it.
Yeah. More flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much for that. Someone in the pork industry was out there, and wonderful and all. And the meatball. Tell me about the meatballs, because you know, here's the thing, and I have no particularly ethnic background as far as meatballs goes. You know, my mother cooked everything one way. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. And some of it was pretty good, but a lot of it was all well done. Making a good meatball has escaped me all these years. How do you do it? These were delicious.
You need, well, once again, it's the magic of pork.
Yes, pork
So
is-
it's beef and pork.
Yeah, you got to use them both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to have the meat combo.
Come in.
Sometimes you can put veal in there too.
Oh,
but
veal.
The 3 meat
But
combo.
they
but
suffered,
these
so
are-
I don't know if they should be in a meatball.
Exactly. So
Yes.
just beef and pork is fine.
Yeah, and let the eater suffer.
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
seasoning-wise, and put egg in there, or what do you?
Egg, breadcrumbs, garlic powder,
Yeah,
salt. I'm a big believer in salt.
I believe in it.
Yeah.
We need it for the
Exactly.
iodine.
Yeah, it probably wasn't that kind of salt, but yes.
Yes.
Italian seasoning.
You say Italian seasoning that covers a host of sins.
It's a Penzi's blend.
Ah.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting. That could be it.
So.
Yeah. And put them together, and then what do you do? Do you fry them up?
No,
you brown them first?
Bake.
You bake them. Do you see?
On a cookie sheet. Well, you get
Oh,
more.
all right.
You get more done at one time. Too.
That's so smart. Do you put any like cheese in there? At any point?
Yes, Parmesan cheese.
In the
meatballs.
Because you left that out.
I'm sorry, I did.
Did you leave it out intentionally so we wouldn't make your meatballs?
It's in there.
Yeah.
I should have put a little star. May contain dairy, but.
And then
yeah.
and then sauce-wise or gravy-wise, what do you
Oh,
want to say?
sauce-wise, I don't want to say.
What?
I cheated on the sauce.
You bought what'd you?
Well, the fine folks at Kirkland at Costco
Yeah.
have 3 jars of sauce that come together, and
They
so.
do, and it's probably cheap
Yeah.
once you join.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it worth joining just for the sauce?
It's
For-
worth joining for everything.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Marcy, thank you so much.
You're
They're
welcome.
delicious.
Thanks.
Thank you for being you, Marcy, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for being me.
We all need a Marcy in our lives. You can't have ours. Get your own Marcy. Now it's time to continue the frivolity of the. We've got Steve Meisner.
How much nog have you had, Michael?
We're very close, actually. Dave was his cousin. He couldn't play a damn thing. But Steve Meisner, his father was very famous as well in the polka business, and Steve himself has won. He's in the Polka Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Meisner and the boys joining us right now for the holiday polka party. And bring a dish. Who's Dave Meisner? Have you heard of a Dave?
Who is that?
Do you have anyone named Dave in your family? A cousin, maybe?
No.
No, not even one cousin?
No.
Maybe? Well, I don't know where that came from then. Steve, how are you? You must be working a lot. It is the holiday season. Do you work most during the holidays? Because people want polka for the holidays, for Christmas.
We've had a good year. Altogether.
You're so cryptic.
All in all.
Is it related?
From beginning to end, it's been a good year.
It's been a good year.
Been a good year.
More honest for you. It's true. You're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, the Polka Hall of Fame.
It's next door to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It is.
It's in Cleveland as well?
Euclid.
In Euclid, that's near Cleveland. Yeah, well, that's great.
Just next door.
And what do they have up there? They have something, they have your old accordion. Is it up there on display? Or?
No. There's a plaque that says Lifetime Achievement.
Yeah.
Steve Meisner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dave Meisner.
No, but it
Steve,
says Steve Meisner.
Quote unquote Dave Meisner.
What does it say? It says 1961.
You got to memorize that. So
I'm
you go
dead.
there and memorize it.
It said 1961 to 2012.
Yeah.
I was
So-
dead.
So you're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead now. This
Says
is
it in the plaque.
posthumous. Well, you're a great posthumous.
This is all
polka.
true. We have a picture of it.
Yes. And I noticed that we got a $1,000 bid on your Baldoni there.
Because that was a good deal.
I know. I don't want to ask how much it's really worth. Never ask. You don't ask a guy, a rancher, how many head of cattle he has, and you don't ask an accordion player what his accordion is worth. 2 tips for you as you go through life. And so, what do you feel like playing now? How do we get people on the dance floor here now? Some people seem to be reluctant to dance a polka. What is with that?
More nog. More nog.
Well,
Michael.
I don't know. This is the first year that we've had this holiday party in a bar.
Yeah, you'd think
And
they'd
we've
be
all
out
been
dancing.
drinking for the last 2 hours. So
I know.
I have a feeling we might have a few more dancers this year.
Can you? What do we start them off with, though? Is there something that's so danceable that you cannot resist it?
They all are.
I know.
They all are danceable.
All right.
And irresistible.
Okay, what's this one going to be then?
And this one is called the Snowplow Polka.
Oh, that's a great one.
Isn't that a great one?
You all get up now to the Snowplow Polka. Steve Meisner and the boys.
And it's snowing out. Everybody dance.
The Snowplow Polka. Would you like to dance another one? Yeah, let's dance another one. How about the Merry Christmas Polka? Merry Christmas.
All right. Steve Meisner and the boys. Steve, tell us who the boys are.
The one and only Don Hanjady on the saxophone.
Oh, he's always wonderful. And he can play any genre of music.
That's right. He likes
All
jazz.
genres.
He likes jazz.
He's very good at everything.
And the bells, too.
And bells are
And the
amazing,
bells.
yeah.
And back on the drums, we have Chris Dozak.
Chris
On the
Dozak.
drums.
He can play it all as well. They'll be right back. Steve Meisner and the boys, ladies and gentlemen, right back. We're going to have a special edition of the What Do You Know quiz coming up. That's right. So think about that. Those of you watching now on YouTube, that number is what again?
Oh, that number is 608
Yeah.
250 3222.
Right. And of course, Sheila is sitting in for Lyle now on the phones, although she's drinking heavily and forgot to do it. And so we're going to play around the What Do You Know quiz now and go in the audience and see if we can find a lucky contestant who will play with a lucky contestant from home and win some fabulous prizes. On on the Whad'ya Know Festival quiz. Let's go. Okay, look at that. That's a beautiful looking instrument there. Thanks. It was nice dancing with you.
Yeah, nice dancing with you, Michael.
I felt like we almost did it.
I think so too.
I felt we kind of did
Wait, unless
it.
you meant that in an inappropriate way.
What?
No, never mind. You're very light on your feet.
That's not what you said. Something about inappropriate. What did I do?
Oh no, nothing.
Nothing?
It was wonderful.
It was nothing?
wonderful dancing
It
with
was
you
nothing
two.
to you. It meant a lot to me. I don't know. What can you do wrong in polka dancing? Do you dance polka?
No.
What, do you do any dancing?
Not much.
No? When's the last time you danced?
Oh, it's been a few years.
Yeah?
Probably the last wedding I was at.
And what did you dance to there?
No special style.
And
Just
yet you have you have a good sense of rhythm.
I do. You just got to move to it, but polka isn't one of them.
Well, I think that's an appropriate rhythm for a lot of circumstances. Say no more. Maybe that's what Stephanie was getting at. I don't know, but I was just trying to. Now you're a dancer, though.
A little bit.
Yeah. What do you like to? What's your favorite sort of thing to dance to?
More country western.
Are you like a line dancer?
More like a boot scoot.
Is there a difference between boot scooting and line dancing?
He's an Arizonan. He's from Arizona.
Don't apologize for him. That's okay.
We bring him here just so he can see how the rest of the world lives.
What is a boot scoot?
Just kind of get up there and the music goes and you just drag your boots across the floor.
You do?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
While you're wearing them, or you just you take them off and do it? Very nice. Leave them alone. Oh, not going to come again if you keep bugging them about everything like that. Okay, you're a boot scooter?
Yes.
I don't mean to leave you out. Is it Larry? Larry, yeah, Larry. How are you?
How did you know my name?
You look like a Larry.
Okay.
You've been told that, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing, too. Do you ever dance, Larry?
No.
What do you like to do for recreational dancing?
I like to watch people dance.
So you like to watch, Larry? Okay. Say no more. Ixnay on the airy lay. Okay. But you have danced?
I have danced, yes.
And were you not happy with the result?
Anyone ever tell you you're a good-looking man?
Oh, thank you very much, Larry. Not to change the subject. You think you're going to get me off your lack of dancing that easily? I don't think so. All right, and you're a dancer.
Oh, somewhat. I try.
What I'm trying to say is, why don't some of you like the polka? Don't you like the polka?
I like to do all kinds of dancing.
Not polka, apparently.
No, I'm Armenian.
Don't apologize. That's fine.
Hey, I'm not apologizing.
Okay, no, I know. He's from Arizona. I know. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But there must be like an Armenian type of polka.
Yeah, we line dance. Oh, you do? Oh, yeah.
See a little of that? How does that look? All right, I'm going to get you up. What's your name?
Pam. What? Pam.
I'm going to get you up, Pam.
I like that kind of music.
Motown Armenian. I got that groove. I got that Motown Armenian thing. I got it, Pam, and I got it for you. Get ready, Pam. It's coming up. All right. What do we got here? When are you going to run for mayor? No, we did that. When are you going to run for mayor? What is the mayor thing? Who wants to run for mayor? Run for something worthwhile if you're going to run. What's a mayor? No. That's not good. I don't know, these cards, it's hard. I can't even read them in here. Now, is this your dad here?
Yeah.
Did he drag you here?
No.
Yes, he did.
He didn't.
He did?
No.
He didn't. Where would you be now?
Sleeping.
Sleeping, yes. So he actually made you come here.
I kind of.
There's 100 things you'd rather be doing. You'd rather be walking around the park with Pokemon Go looking for Pikachu.
Yeah, but there's snow outside.
Yeah. Do you do that?
I hate snow.
I mean, do you do the Pokemon Peekapoo?
Yes.
Pokemon Pokepoo?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
limited Pokemon service on his phone account.
You limited his Pokemon service?
He's got unlimited service on his Pokemon account or his phone account.
Well, aren't you enabling him that kind of behavior then?
It was free.
Really? What kind of service do you have there?
Can I mention the name? T-Mobile.
T-Mobile? Well, how could I get something like that for unlimited Pokemon Go service?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him.
Do you actually do that?
Yeah.
What is the point of that? Can you tell me what the point of that is?
It gets you out and walking, except in.
You're walking, looking at your phone and looking for imaginary creatures?
Yeah, but then if you weren't, you'd be like sleeping, like or.
It's either that or sleeping.
I mean, yeah.
What's the matter with you young people?
I don't know.
That's a separate question, I guess. What's your name?
Jason.
Jason, what do you do when you're not doing that?
I don't know.
Jason Howell?
Yes.
Oh, Jason, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Jason did a little promoting for us online there.
So.
Appreciate that. You want to play the quiz, huh?
I do.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Come on up, Jason. Come on up. We'll get you away from that Pokemon Go. We're going to do what's that number to call if you want to play with Jason on the quiz?
If you'd like to play with Jason on the quiz, you can call in
Come on
at
up, Jason.
608-250-3222.
Watch out, Jason. We don't have really insurance for anything here that happens. Careful. Take my bag away from you there.
That's 608-250-3222.
Yeah. There's a little delay on YouTube there, so we'll let them call in there. Easy way to remember that number is?
There is no easy way.
All right. Okay, then. What's the number then?
What's that?
The number again is what?
The number again is 608
608
250
3222
3222. Yep.
25250?
250-3222.
Well, isn't that like ba? Isn't that spelled ba?
Aloe ba.
Okay.
Yep.
Jason, what are you doing these days?
I'm taking the semester off from school.
Yeah. What were you doing before you took the semester off?
I was trying to be a good student.
Okay. In what?
Journalism.
Oh, cool. And where is this at?
Eastern Illinois University.
I've heard of Eastern Illinois. Where the fighting...
No.
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 I have heard of Eastern Illinois. What's the team called?
The Panthers.
The Panthers, yeah. I know what it was. The guy who plays at oh, never mind. Anyhow, so you were taking journalism, and then did you decide you needed some time to think about what you wanted to do, what to pursue, or how did that work?
I just got a little overworked, and I worked through the summer, and so then I
You're working as well as going to school?
Yeah.
What were you working at?
The student newspaper.
Okay, cool.
And so that happened all throughout the summer, and I decided winter will be my summer.
Ah.
So
Cool.
here I am.
Well, that makes sense, really. No point in going through. Take some time for yourself. Think about what you're doing or what you're not doing. That's cool. And you want to go into fake news? It seems like the biggest opening would be in fake news.
Not for me.
No?
No.
Real? You want to do the real stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. And then what do you do for kicks? You do Pokemon Go, and what else have you got going on there? Where you living?
I live at home.
Yeah, where is that?
Down in Peoria.
Peoria. I love Peoria. The Burger Barge.
Yes.
Home of the Burger Barge.
Now there's 3 of them.
No, that ruins it for me. They can't all be on barges.
Well, none of them are on barges.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them.
But one of them sort of was on a barge.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
The only thing, the place you get like a lamb chop on top of a burger. It's just one of the ingredients in a burger.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. All right, Jason. So got callers online right now, so I need a qualifying question, and you'll probably be pretty good at this, Jason. Let's see what we can get you here. Let's see. No. All right. Oh, you had another problem for Santa this Christmas. Global warming is messing with his reindeer. Global warming is messing with Santa's reindeer. What am I talking about? Explain, please. Nancy in Norman, Oklahoma. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Michael.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How's Christmas in Norman going?
Pretty well. Pretty cold here today, though.
It's cold? How cold?
Oh, It's going to get down to probably about 10 degrees this evening.
10 degrees.
But yes,
Wow. That's our kind of weather. We're used to it, though. You're not, probably.
yeah, you are. We're not.
Yeah. Have you been to a lot of holiday parties, Nancy? Are you about partied out?
No, I haven't been to any this year.
No.
Not yet.
No? Got some coming up?
Yours.
Just this
yours
one?
on the internet.
Here's the question, Nancy, to qualify for the quiz here with Jason. In yet another problem for Santa Claus this Christmas, global warming is messing with his reindeer. What's going on with the reindeer up north?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on with the reindeer?
Yeah, the reindeer. Related to global warming.
Global warming.
Yeah. You know, they range up there. Huge herds of them.
Huge herds. Well,
Oh, yeah.
are they huge still? No, the
No.
global warming. I missed that one.
Yeah.
The,
Want to take a wild stab at it?
they aren't making any new reindeer.
They aren't making any new reindeer. Boy, I wish I could stretch it enough to give you that one.
Oh, well.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Nancy. That's not it.
All right.
All right,
I
thank you,
tried.
though. Okay, I tried too.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Well, then we got Kate in St. Louis, Mo. Hey, Kate.
Global warming. I missed that one. Yeah.
Take a wild stab.
Hello, Kate. You got to turn down your YouTube there,
Okay.
Kate. Okay? Just
Yeah.
talk to me as if I were a person.
Reindeer are getting smaller.
All right. How'd you know that, Kate?
I heard it.
All right, she heard it. She's right, ladies and gentlemen. Reindeer are actually getting smaller. Do you know why? It's kind of interesting or sad.
Global warming?
Yes, global warming, and then they get rain instead of snow, and then the rain freezes so hard that they can't forage through the ice.
Right.
Yeah, so they're actually getting thinner.
That's sad.
It is definitely sad. Okay, Kate, this is Jason over here. He's your partner in crime.
Hi, Jason.
Hey, Kate.
And Kate, what do you do there in St. Louis?
I am a stay-at-home mom.
You're a what mom?
A stay-at-home mom.
Oh, a stay-at-home mom. That's it, a ghetto mom. Which is good, which is fine too. I feel good about any of those things. And how many kids do you have, Kate?
Just the one.
Just the one? Do
Yeah.
you feel confident in all subjects when you teach at home? Do you teach at home?
I don't teach at home.
Oh, okay.
Well,
You just stay at home.
he goes to school. He's 10.
Oh, okay. I got that wrong then, I guess. Kate?
I'm sorry. I used to be an audiologist. I am an audiologist. I used to sell hearing aids, but
Yeah.
I have decided to stay home for a while and be a housewife and mom.
And be what? I'm sorry, my hearing is not what it should be.
Just stayed home for a while.
Okay, that's good. Kate and Jason, you are a team now. You work together. It's collaborative. There's no competition here, so you both work on these various categories, and they are what?
Those categories are current events, people, places, things you should have learned in school had you been paying attention, science, and odds and ends.
All right, Kate, I'll let you pick the first one. What would you like?
People.
People it is. Let's go to that right now. All right. A teenager, that's people, right? A teenager drinks one of the following. A trough full, B, a bathtub full, or C, a swimming pool full of sugary drinks every year. So we're looking at a trough, bathtub, or swimming pool full of sugary drinks a year for a teenager. You remember being a teenager, Jason?
Wow. I
You don't-
bet it's a swimming pool. It's a lot, right?
There's a lot of stuff in a swimming pool there. That's quite a few gallons, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm inclined to go swimming pool.
Okay. You both go to a swimming pool? Are you inclined to win, or are you inclined
Oh, maybe a trough. Maybe a swimming pool's too big.
Yeah.
Or maybe a bathtub.
Okay. Works for me. I don't know. You talk it over with your partner here. Kate?
Yeah.
He's thinking more bathtub now.
Sure. It seems like they drink a lot of sugary drinks.
Yes, well, bathtub would be quite a bit.
Okay.
I'm not trying to steer you any direction. Bathtub is right. Yes, congratulations.
That's one right, and the remaining categories are current events, places, things you should have learned in school had you been paying attention, science, and odds and ends.
All right, Jason, what would you like?
Current events.
Current events, right out of the news. Tipping the doorman. Not a problem everywhere. Should you tip your doorman $75 to $175, or just soaps and candles are more than enough, or what? Talk it over.
Money. Everybody likes money.
Yes, this is true. I'm gonna go with 7,500.
Yeah, everyone likes money. Okay. Do you tip your doorman, Jason?
I don't know.
No? Okay.
No.
That's right. Congratulations. They like the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's two right, and the remaining categories are places, things you should have learned in school, science, and odds and ends.
All right. Kate, what would you like?
Science.
Science it is. Okay, science. That's a good question here. Yeah. 4 million-year-old footprints in Tanzania of the Lucy-type humans. You know, remember Lucy? Lucy-type humans suggest one of the following. They found these footprints that are 4 million years old. Does it suggest A, that the Lucys were running from the Rickies? B, that the species was pigeon-toed? Or C, that each Ricky had several Lucys? 4 million-year-old footprints.
Oh.
Talk it over now, Jason. Kate?
I don't.
Jason, what do you think? There?
Pigeon-toed? What do you think?
If I were to say something, it would be pigeon-toed.
Ah, interesting. What if you were to say something else? What would that be?
Several Lucy's?
Several Lucys? You're thinking each Ricky had several Lucys, so they were, what do you call that?
Polyamorous?
Lucky? I don't know. Polyamorous? No? All right.
Trouble.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yes, that's right. Each Ricky had several Lucys. According to the footprint.
Jason, get your office holiday party in a really retro mood with mazurkas, waltzes, preludes, and nocturnes on the CD What Do You Know About Chopin with consumptive-free liner notes by Franco-Polish scholar Michael Feldman. Kate, want to know which Central Asian game is played with a headless goat? Find out in the book Glad You Asked, intriguing names, facts, and ideas for the curious-minded from the editors of Encyclopedia Britannica featuring Michael Feldman. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hang on there. I'll make sure you get all that stuff, Kate. Thank you very much for playing. Jason, good job, man. Take your time. Enjoy your life. You're young. Don't rush into anything.
Can we have Steve and the boys back?
Yes, we're going to bring Steve Meisner and the boys back up here because we're going to get you to dance, and I got a thing going with Pam. Is that your husband, Pam? What? Your son? Okay, that's cool, then. That's fine. That's great. We're going to do a little Armenian polka dancing.
I believe you said Armenian Motown before.
Armenian Motown. Yeah. I think it's going to work for me. I doubt it will work for her. Let's bring Meisner and the boys up here now, and you can do a little jazzy polka now. I know you're a jazz aficionado. Did you actually learn the saxophone on playing jazz? No. Did you actually learn the saxophone?
Actually, no. I started on trumpet.
How did you pick it up? I mean, I saw how you picked it up there, but I mean...
I started playing trumpet and thought sax would be better.
And they drummed you out of the trumpet league there? Those guys that
No,
play trumpet.
I was okay on trumpet. I wasn't bad.
You don't have the right personality for trumpet.
Do I have a personality for sax?
Yes, I think so.
For sax, I said that.
I said sax, too.
Okay.
Because sax is such an evocative instrument, and a trumpet is so fascist.
Okay, well, there you go. The next time
The Romans
someone
used
asks
them.
me
I mean,
why
that's,
I
the only-
changed,
that's what it is. You know,
switch,
they
I
were
got
all
the
trumpets. Romans were all trumpets. And accordion, of course, you played. Did you play an instrument other than that, Steve?
Wait till you hear this.
Well, I started on the accordion when I was 5.
Yeah. Before
And,
that, what'd you play?
Before that, yeah, no. I played the record player.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
what?
But besides, you're
Is there
also,
more to the story?
You're also very
Oh, I
proficient.
played other instruments for sure.
Trumpet, I bet.
I did. I started on the trumpet in school.
Yeah.
And my band teacher said I'd have no lip for the trumpet.
Embouchure.
And he said, try this mouthpiece, and put me on the tuba.
Oh, no. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you're a big guy, they put you on a tuba. That's so insulting.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, I always liked bass, so it was not too bad because I was playing bass guitar at the time as well. So
You were. And it's just like all simultaneously, you played the tuba and the bass, the guitar.
and the button box and
Yeah.
drums, banjo.
Did you play on the street with all these things strapped on you, or how did that work?
No, we only
Where did
went
you
into.
grow up?
We went into well-mannered establishments.
You did?
Yeah.
And ruined the dinner for everyone? Or where'd you grow up?
Whitewater, Wisconsin.
In Whitewater, yeah. That's where the Meisners hail from?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Cool.
My dad was born in Milwaukee, but there was already family in Whitewater.
Vern, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Vern Meisner.
Right
He
on.
was like huge in Milwaukee. I grew up in Milwaukee. All you heard was Vern Meisner. What was his band called?
Vern Meisner Band.
The Vern Meisner Band. That was such a catchy name for him.
It worked for him.
It
worked for him.
No, he was great. He was great. And we're going to try and get some more people involved here. It's important. It's kind of evangelical when you play polka, isn't it? Because you want people all to realize the heritage behind this.
Well, and it is the state dance as well.
It's the state dance.
Did you know that?
Did you know that?
Did you know January is polka month?
It's not January. Did you know that?
But it's coming. It's coming.
Oh, get ready for it. What's this tune?
Well, I thought maybe for the folks from Arizona, we try and get them dancing.
Yeah.
So we play. For the holiday party. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, storm is listening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, shoveling in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, shuffling in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we could build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, shuffling in a winter wonderland. Now in the middle we could build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. in a winter wonderland. Thank you, music lovers.
All right. It was pretty good. It was good for you. Were good. That was good. That was good for you. That was
It
good.
wasn't even a polka.
No, it wasn't. I don't know what it was, but I felt it.
It was Armenian.
It was a
Motown.
shuffle.
Felt
It was a shuffle.
Say, I wonder, would you, Clyde Stubblefield could play every genre of music. Okay, a couple genres. Clyde, you want to come up here and do a little polka number? Clyde, are you here? I want to call Clyde Stubblefield up to the stage now. Would you mind? Absolutely not. Because Clyde plays country. I don't know if you know, he plays a lot of country music. He plays a lot of countries. Now it's just this one.
This
And
is old country music, though.
The old country, yes, from the old country. Clyde, you've played polkas before, haven't you? What's that? You've played polka before?
I want to play for everybody polka.
Good, okay, fine. Yeah, well, here's your chance then.
That's where he started. You guys big hit in polka music.
Huh? Yeah.
That's where he started.
Yeah, he did, polka. Right, you're from South Milwaukee originally, right? Yeah, Cudahy? Yeah, Cudahy. And then, what, you want to tell him what the song is? 'Cause it might help. Maybe not. He'll pick up on it.
Roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we've got the blues on the run. Sing boom derera, ring out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel, for the gang's all here. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody sing, roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we've got the blues on the run. Sing boom derera, ring out a song of good cheer. Whiskey, wine, and beer, now's the time to roll the barrel, for the gang's all here. One more time, Clyde.
on the polka drums, Steve Meisner and the boys. Don't get any better than that. Thank you, Steve Meisner. Thank you, boys. Thank you, Clyde Stubblefield, for rolling out our barrel.
The What Do You Know podcast is produced, hosted, and no one else to blamed by Michael Feldman, made possible by Kickstarter and the best audience a guy ever had, and depends in large measure on John Thulin, Jeff Hammond, Tom Blaine, Aubrey Ralph, Lyle Anderson, Dylan Brogan, Sheila Shigley, and yours, most definitely, Stephanie Lee. Watch us grind our sausage live on YouTube at youtube.com/user/whadyatube. Mine a motherload of What Do You Know nuggets at whadyaknow.net. Follow Michael on Twitter at myfeldman and slice the finished salami on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. Need to get in touch? Email us at whadyouknow2@gmail.com. And from all of us, happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thank you all for coming. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Merry Kwanzaa, and Happy Hanukkah to you all. Thank you all. We celebrate everything in our family.
It just doesn't ring right.
Chris
with
got
that.
you? Hey, Chris. Hey, how's it going?
I'll try. You know, somebody's got to bring it to me.
I'm gonna at least take one. The lighting's fine. Yeah, I got the camera's good enough. One, two, three. Thank you. Just keep on silent. Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great. Just gonna keep doing that. Keep doing that. Done now, man.
Every piece. That is awesome.
Yeah, we're good.
Very
Yeah.
cool. It's a beautiful thing, and man, I'll tell you, the sound coming off of that, I thought you had an extra. I was looking over there to see if somebody was playing a keyboard.
Well, this is MIDI.
See, you said MIDI before, and I thought, is that, did I hear that right? So, yeah. Wow, I cannot fully wrap my mind around how that works, but I'll look into it. Not the keyboard, but the other side. That. Okay. Yeah. That's where the sound was coming from. That I thought. What?
When he started the Christmas song?
Very cool. Yeah.
Because
All of them.
Yeah.
I'm not, never have been an accordion player, but I did play keyboards. But I heard sounds coming from here that I did not associate with
I actually kept
accordion.
looking over there.
You know, I was like, okay, you know, a couple of us in the chat room and stuff kind of deduced that the bass was coming from the buttons with the left hand. I thought most accordions are weird, so it's actually processing that you. Okay. And then there were other times when I thought I heard something that I would not associate with accordion, but I would associate with like a theater organ or something. And I've never. Less. Oh, I love it. Well, that's why I thought.